Where are you? Let's be having you! Bacon Brigade, assemble! Boom, 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 chickadee chanker, lads and lasses. What's going on, everyone? It's the Flying Pig here, again with another little cheeky stream for you guys and gals out there. This is a big one in context of the season for Manchester United as well. That's why we're watching it. and we're watching it anyway. So we thought we'd jump on and do a watch along for Manchester City away at Tottenham. Let's go Spurs. We do want Spurs to win this, I guess. I mean, you know, if you actually look at the league table, then we've got, I guess, more likeliness to finish in the top 4 if Tottenham lose, because we are currently 6 points ahead of Spurs and they're melting. And if they lose, then that will just basically cement that gap. And we're pretty much on the course for guaranteed top 4 almost. Not really, but it was only 6 points. But still, there's a big gap there. Man City, on the other hand, we don't want them to win because they're 3 points ahead of us at the moment with a game in hand, which is this game that they're playing now. After this, they won't have a game in hand, but they will potentially be 6 points ahead of us if they win this game. So we don't want that. So I guess a draw or a Spurs win is what we want to happen, guys. Let's go. Right, I'm going to ask you a question. Who do you want to win? Not who do you think's going to win. Who do you want to win here, guys? How you all doing, by the way, guys? We've got Mohammed in here, Niall Kane, FJT, Scott, Dean, God Struggler, OG, Solitude Guard, Merrick Galore, John Hazeldine, Paul Alessandro Martinez, Scott B, The Vootinator. Everyone, get in there. Thanks for joining us. Oh, crikey, the game's about to kick off. Let's get the timer up in the top right-hand corner. Please do sync up with us if you can. We will let you know exactly what's going on in the game if you're not able to watch the game. If you are able to watch the game, sync up with us. The game has kicked off. Come on then, you spud melts. Let's be having you. You're capable of an upset here, surely. At home, you would think. Do us a favour at the start of this stream, everyone. Smash that like button. Oh, thank you so much, Aaron, for that, boss. Nice one, mate. I'm going to pin that to the top of the live chat. Get in there, you legend. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, do as Aaron says there. If you want, please do give us a retweet as well. We've put it out there on Twitter. Give us a cheeky little retweet. You know it makes sense. You know it makes sense. So go and give us a cheeky little retweet and get yourself in there raw, my friends. Nice one. Okay, hang on a sec. Let me go pin Aaron's tweet. We've got a message. We've got a cheeky little counter-attacking opportunity here. It's a great run by Son Heung-min with a great run forward there. Come on, Son, let's go. See, that's the thing. They've got some boss players, haven't they? They've definitely got the probability of causing upset if they all turn up and have a boss game of it. Let's go. Thank you for that, Aaron. I'm going to pin that to the top. Yeah, give us a retweet. Smash the like button on it, guys. Let's get this sucker to 100 likes for this shitty versus Spuds melt mashed potato watch along. Get yourself in there. Come on then, Spurs. Let's go. We want Spurs as FJT. Man City to win 4-1. Okay, let's get into score predictions now then, guys. So we got going a little bit late, but let's get into score predictions. So yeah, good shout. Who knows? You know what? I'm going for 2-2. I'm going for a fiery game here. 2-2. That's my prediction. Yeah, why not, eh? Let's talk about the lineups. A second. Lloris, Romero, Dyer, Davies, Emerson Royal, Højbjerg, Bentancur. Is it me or is Bentancur the most overrated gash merchant in the world? Is it just me that thinks that? Smash a 1 if you agree with me. Smash a 2 if you think Bentancur's class. I reckon he's overrated as fuck. Anyway, Perisic, Kulusevski, Son Heung-min, Kane. That's their lineup. City, on the other hand, Edison, Walker, Akanji, Aki, Lewis, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Mahrez, Alvarez, Grealish, and Haaland. Pretty raw team there, pretty raw team. Okay, let's get into your guys' predictions. Solitude Guard thinks 2-1 to the Spuds. Possible chance for Spurs. Emerson Royal up the top on the right here. No, well kept hold of by City. 2-1 to Spurs, says Solitude Guard. 0-0, says John Hazeldine. Paul thinks 2-1 Spurs. Vootinator, let's go, mate. Long-time legend of the channel. Big-time schlong mod. How you doing, Vooty? Hope you're doing good, mate. What's good with you anyway? He says, he's been a member 28 months. Please, everyone, let's get a hashtag 28 in the live chat for this legend. He says, Shitty will win. Spuds bottle jobs as our arson holes. Great shout, to be fair, Vooty. I mean, you know, my 2-2 prediction's an optimistic one because you're right. Spurs are known bottlers. Man City, they're a pretty well-oiled team. They haven't really been themselves this season, though, but they still managed to find themselves in a title race. So it would be no surprise if they went here and smashed about 4-1 or something, would it really? But we're hoping for a 2-2. Good shout, though, Vootinator. Let's get a 28 in there for this legend. Thank you, Vooty, for supporting this channel for 28 months. You legend. Sub 2 Flying Pig United getting in here. Raw from down under, bro. What's going on? You cooked any Roo burgers up, bro, on the old Barbie, mate? Let us know. Sub 2 says 3-1. City 7-1 says Ed. Digital Asset Guy says 3-2. 3-2 City says God Struggler. 0-0 Gash Match says Kevin Kilban. That would be a good result, to be fair. FJT says, come on, you Spurs. Is that a mistake? No, I mean, look, we want Spurs to win, if anybody. Then again, a City win, like I say, cements that top 4 gap, which is good for us in one respect. Because are we really going to challenge for the league? But a Spurs win just opens things up, makes us think we're going to challenge for the league. City, though, with a bit of pressure here. Great chance for them. Shot on goal is well blocked away there by Dyer. David Johnston, how are you, boss? John Boy Cat, what's happening, boss? Kevin Kilban disagrees. He thinks Bentacore's mint. Fair enough. I reckon he's shacked. Gungshi is in here. What's happening, Don Gungshaleone? Welcome aboard the Bacon Express, Gungshi. Choo choo. Hope you're good today, bud. How are you doing? GSG says, come on, Spud, scrape a draw. Gungshi's going 3-2 to the shit merchants. Jack Grealish then puts a freakish pass into the back stick. Oh my goodness me, Aki with a little header back across the 6-yard box. Great chance for City. And Lloris makes the stop. No problem. John Boy Cat says 28. David Johnston says 28. Hey, Sonic Asylum. Buzzy Bebop Man. How you guys doing? Welcome in the stream, guys. Jonathan Pearl. Make sure you remember to smash that like button as you're getting in the stream. We need a big boost up down the algorithm. Because this is not a United game. This is a shitty Spuds game. Who cares about that? So drop a little like on that. Give us a boost. It's free. Nice one. MSN Royale now. Here, okay, so you know I talked about Bentancur as being one of the most overrated players. Yeah. Okay, so do you know Emerson Royal? Here's a question for you. Who's got the coolest name but is actually pretty shit? Emerson Royal's all right, but he's not, you know, but his name is Boss. You know what I mean? Like, his name is absolutely sick, isn't it? As far as footballer names go. As far as a footballer, I'd love to be called Emerson Royal. But his name, whose name is way better than they actually are, is what I'm asking you. Federico Macheda, that's another one. He just sounds like a great footballer, but he's not. Steve says, big up, I think a draw would be better score. Yeah, true. I mean, that would be a good result all round, really. If you think about it, it's 4 points dropped instead of just 3. So, if it's a draw, if you know what I mean. Sandeep Barrage, what's happening? Big up, think draw would be a better score, but if there's a winner, hope it's Spurs. Hulk says Pedro Sanchez, that's a good one. Hulk, yeah, but then again, he was kind of good. He lived up to his name with his shots as well, because he's like Hulk smashed the ball in from distance. He used to fire in some rockets, didn't he? Some banging free kicks and some long distance scorchers. So he kind of lived up to his name a little bit because he was called. Do you know what I mean? He used to Hulk smash it. You're going for Sean Dyche, says John Hazley. Hey, Dave the Gamer, what's going on? Marvellous Nakamba, absolutely shite, says God Struggler. Good one, good one. David Hills, what's happening? Kelly Ravenscroft's in the live chat. Says, Hunter, I have absolutely no reason to lie. That's what it's got to be the rather ethical kind. Using the word toxic when you're a City fan on a United channel. Oh, there's a little bit of beef going on the live chat. Let's get some burger emojis or some steak emojis. A little bit of beef going on there. I'm just going to ignore it. So, okay, City, though, they do look to get that pressure forward. Grealish on the ball now. I thought Mahrez was pissing off somewhere, guys. Wasn't it? PSG or so? Oh, yeah, it fell through, didn't it? That's right, isn't it, guys? Or did I make that up? Did I dream that? I don't know. Come on, then. This is the first time we've seen Spurs actually get the ball down and play it, and he's offside. Harry Kane. Mate, Spurs are getting overrun early doors. City are on top of them already. Sort of expected it. Scott B says, I are in a hotel? I am in a hotel. He says, are you on the run in the Costa del Sol? Not the Costa del Sol, but I am on the run, mate. Yeah. Yes. Anyway, Jonathan Gallagher, how are you doing, you legend? Good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. Oh, we don't put stuff like that in there, Jonathan Gallagher, as moderators, mate. Absolutely not. No. Afternoon. Hey, Cake Cadet, a legend, has entered the live chat. What's going on? It's the Cadet of Cake. He's in here, best believe. What's happening, Cake Cadet? I hope you're doing good this Sunday. Amazing like Sunday morning. Be easier if we see City in the mud today. Drinkwater was also a rubbish player. Yeah, but Danny Drinkwater doesn't really sound like a great footballer, does it? It sounds like somebody who might be fantastic at tippling beverages, but... Thank you, DC. Oh, thank you, DC. You're a top man. Thank you for that. Dean Smith says, what have you got on the back of your United shirt, mate? Okay, so I've got twat bag number 7. That's what I've got, mate. I've got turncoat 7. That's what I'm sporting. Turncoat 7, mate. Sadly, that's the case. Got this before the turncoat. I'm wearing turncoat 7, mate. Sadly. I need to peel it off, don't I? Freddie Adu says Pedro Sanchez. Sean Collins, how are you getting on? Fantastic at Scrabble. I love a bit of Scrabble, me. I'd batter you at Scrabble, lad. We got 100 legends in the live chat. Let's see if we can get 100 likes then, dudes. Hit the subscribe button if you're new as well. You do need to be subscribed to be chatting, but you only need to be subscribed for 0 seconds. So hit the subscribe if you're new as well. 60 likes. Vooty, that's raw. Only 9 away from the magic number. Hey there, Ed. He says Harry Winks, more like Harry Kinks. Oh, dear. Aaron says the name of Craig David's autobiography is What's Your Vibe? Are you serious? That's shit, mate. You would have thought that Craig David's autobiography would have been called, like... I've bottled this, guys. I've bottled this. Just trying to think of like 7 days. Nah, that's shit, mate. That's actually shit because it's not about 7 days, is it? But he did have a song called 7 Days. Oh no, it should be called Rewind. Yes, Rewind. Oh, Solitude Guard's got it as well. He said the same. Rewind. With the crowd saying Bo. Selector. Yeah, see, it should have been called Rewind. That's so much better than that shite that he's used. Thank you. Aaron says we've got 6 retweets so far. Thanks everyone for retweeting the show. You can do so at the top of the live chat. Give us a follow. Give us a retweet on Twitbag. On Twitter. Solitude Guard, my guy. Pep Guardiola really pisses me off, guys. You know that? Because he seems like such a nice guy. Probably like to celebrate and have a party with him and have a cigar if he wasn't manager of shitbags. But he is. And so we hate him. But also, you know, he really pisses me off because he's kind of like, don't know, just always trying to be too, he's just too nice. He's too fake, mate. It's too fake. He's not, he's like, he reminds me of Ned Flanders, mate. He's Ned Flanders-esque. Oh, Piers Morgan. Don't get me started on Piers Morgan, Kevin Kilban. I'd love to kiss the right fist of Jeremy Clarkson's. Because he once stuck the old right hand on him, didn't he? Get in there, Jeremy. I bet that felt good. Yeah. Let me ask the live chat this one question then. So, Tottenham, if they melt this season, they're in line to lose a couple of their star players. Surely it's a formality. At some point, they've got to lose a couple of their star players because surely these guys want to actually have a chance at winning the Premier League or winning some trophies before they retire. They're getting on, some of these guys. So, what I want to know is, Curlin pulled to the back post where Grealish tried to get it just on the 6-yard box. Emerson Royal takes the hit. He's down. But Chance goes a begging there at the back post by Grealish. Emerson Royal gets across and gets it away. But if you could take one player from Tottenham in the summer, who would it be? And why? It's a tough one, this. There's a few really good options, isn't there? But it's a very tough one. I mean, yeah... I think I probably would take Kane. I mean, Son Heung-min. Maybe Son. It's between those two, really, isn't it? Son is also... He's just better, isn't he? but Kane is a proper finisher. Son gets an obscene amount of goals, though, or did do last season. you wouldn't go wrong with playing Son up the top either, really. He's got the qualities to be able to score you a lot of goals. So, don't know. Kulusevski says, Amit Kumar, you what? Maybe Scott B. Came to United in the summer. I mean, there's worse options out there. No, he's not the most popular choice for a lot of the fan base, but for me, I would have him. Son says Merrick Gaylord and John and Joshua. Kane because he's a top goal scorer. That's what we need, isn't it, Steve? We've got Weghorst, we've got Martial, neither of which are top goal scorers. If we had Kane, he would just solve that problem. So yes, he's a round peg for a round hole. That's. I can see why nobody's used that expression before. That's what she said. Oh yes, mate, get in there, Tottenham, Harry Kane. Come on, City in the fucking mud. Come on, let's go. Spurs. Come on, yes. Come on, guys. Harry Kane. There you go. And then we're just talking about him. Speak of the devil, speak of the mashed potato, and he shall appear. Come on. Speak of the devil, exactly there, Solitude Guard. Kane's done the bizzo there, guys. Well, there you go. Good finish. Nicely put on a plate for him. It's nice play by Spurs. City actually just opened up like the Red Sea there at the back. Proper gash. Proper gash. Who's played the killer pass? It's a nice killer pass there. It's actually a mistake at the back by City. It's a poor clearance. Very, very poor clearance indeed. Oh, my goodness. And they're just flapping around. And there's a killer pass made in there, guys. I think it's Højbjerg makes the pass. He does. It's a good one. Højbjerg does really well there because he just muscles off his man. You know, Lewis, he's trying to get in on him and he just muscles him off and he plays a perfect little pass over to Kane who's waiting for it. And he slots it past Edison. It's a fantastic, fantastic finish. And it's a good goal for Spurs. Terrible mistake at the back there. Terrible mistake at the back there for City, mate. City in the fucking mud, guys. Come on. Right. Let me just go over to YouTube and update the score. That's awesome, guys. Come on. Because it's more likely that it's going to be a draw now. You still could see Spurs get the upset. But yes, definitely more likely that we see a positive result here now, which is good. As in a result that we actually want. It's good. Yeah, well, Kingsley says better for United if City win. Well, in one respect, because like we were talking about, it would mean that there's a bit of a gap between us and the fifth place. So top four would be like its own little group, wouldn't it? And so therefore, it would be good. It would be good. But I think a draw is fine as well. To be fair, draw's fine. Draw's a good result. Spurs wins probably the result that I want the most because. Hey, if we're going to dream, we might as well dream big this season and hope for a title challenge. Arsenal are definitely capable of slipping up. United under Ten Hag seemingly getting stronger. City, not the best City we've seen in the Premier League this team. Evidently here again on display again. They do drop some points these days. So, there's a chance for United this season. We've got a dream. Hey, G-Wolf United Gaming, what's going on, mate? It's G to the Wolfster. Ow! G-Wolf, oh shit. G-Wolf, thank you very much for the £2 super chat, mate. Oh no. He says, I'm free and single, whoop whoop, who wants a kiss? G-Wolf, let's get some kiss emojis in there for G-Wolf. Let's give G-Wolf a big smackaroonie in the live chat, everybody. G-Wolf, I guess that's good then. You know, if you're happy about it, are you? You seem like you are, so that's good, mate. Plenty more gash in the sea, my son, that's what I always say. Stephen Parrott says, hi, Pig, it's all to play for. Thank you for that, by the way, G-Wolfster. Super chat, super tip, raw from the G-Wolf. Yeah, what's happened to Mrs. Wolfster there? Oh, it's personal. You don't have to mention it. Who likes talking about personal shit? I certainly don't. A kiss down under, says Digital Asset Guy. Scott B getting those lips in there. That's what I wanted to see. Let's get some lips in there. Plant a smacker on the Wolfster. G-Wolf says, I am indeed happy. No more BS. I feel you, brother. I feel you, brother. It's, you know, I feel you, brother. That's what I'm going to say. Shot on goal from Bernardo Silva from distance is stopped by Lloris, no problems. Just half a pop shot. Really good run there by Bernardo to burst into that space and just get away from his man with the diagonal run. Gets a half a yard and shoots, and it's a good save from Lloris. He's looking for the corner. He doesn't find it. Kate Cadet says Piggy's got his choice of the finest Spanish birds now. Kate Cadet, I'm a professional individual, just focused solely on my career, lad. You know what I mean? I haven't got time for any of that. Why are you drinking Spanish wine, says Digital Asseco. Yes, I am, mate. Spanish wine out of a Pepsi Max bottle. You are. Stephen Barrow, member for 2 years and 6 months. Are you serious, Stephen? That's legit, bro. Where's your highlighted member comment, bro? Get it in there raw. Orlando Arellano, how are you getting on? You did miss the goal, Orlando, but fear not. It was a Harry Kane finish, just a slot into the bottom corner. Good finish. Hey, Solskjaer99, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's get a hashtag 20legend in the chat. So there's 19 minutes 39 gone on the clock here, folks, if you're just joining in. Thank you for being here. 123 legends. We've got 77 likes. We can hit 100 likes by half time. Let's have a little Bacon Brigade like spike. Oh, fair play to John Hazeldini, single 2. Interesting. Smash a 1 if you're single. Smash a 2 if you're taken. Or in a relationship. Cindy Collector, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. A Spanish tax exile. Reckon he'll come on second half to Solitude Guard. Lots of ones coming in the live chat. Solitude Guard's in a relationship. And Buzzy Bebop Man and John Boy Cat. David Johnston and OG are free as a bird. Respect. Thanks for sharing, guys. Nice one. Alfonso Dinis says 1.5. Digital Asset Guy says 0. Oh, shit. Not even in a relationship with your right hand, son. Harry Kane then. He's fouled. He's pushed over. Referee says foul to Spurs. Grealish penalised for the foul on Harry Kane. He's pushed him in the back and he's fallen over like a big slabby-esque concrete pillar. G-Wolf says 1 and gonna love it. Mate, fair play to you, G-Wolf, man. Fair play to you, dude. Single life's the best, says Mr. Garrett. I mean, it depends what you want. Depends what you want. And a lot of it is about the compatibility of the person you're with as well, I think. Just to be perfectly honest, like, you know, at some point you might find that person that works with you and so you can have a happy, you know, but a lot of the time people just clash or people change. And that's why I think most relationships end up ending, or most marriages end up in divorce these days, because let's face it, relationships are hard and also, you know, people are difficult. You know what I'm saying? Hey, too much drama, says Scott B. Zayn Miyasi, look who it is. Zayn Miyasi, Zayn Miyasi, Zayn Miyasi in the chat. In the chat. Zayn Miyasi in the chat. We got a yellow card for Bentancur, by the way. He's just got to commit a foul. Free kick to City. Yellow card for Bentancur. It's gone on Lewis. There's nothing in that shoulder to shoulder. Ref's a minge bag. Zayn Miyasi, thanks for your super chat. He says, yes, Kane, help us win the league. Shit, I didn't really think about that. I suppose. I mean, you've got to help yourselves win the league first, obviously, by not bottling it all the time. But no, fair enough, Zane. This is pretty good for you, I suppose. Yeah, let's face it, you want to keep that gap. You melted yesterday. Let's get some fucking shit out emotes in the live chat. But you melted yesterday, Zane, and yes, you want to keep that gap. So this would do that if you indeed get your wish and Kane and Spurs win. I want Spurs to win or a draw. Take that as well. Jereth Bobson says Zane has a small wood. Jereth Bobson, you're speaking like a man who actually has experience and knows what you're talking about, mate. You want to share something in the live chat there? Jereth Bobson, mate? Zamiyasi, thank you so much there, Zamiyasi, for another super chat. Let's get some soos. Actually, don't. Just get some poos. Just get some poos in the live chat there for Zamiyasi. Another super chat from Zane. Thank you, Zane Miyasi. He says, who needs wives when you have football, cigars, Warcraft, Tinder, and Flying Pig watch along? Oh, Zane Miyasi, what a fucking legend, bro. Zane Miyasi, go on then, get on your yacht, come out to the Canaries, boss, and have a good old time with all those things you mentioned there, apart from Warcraft, because what am I, a virgin or something? Do you know what I mean? Zane Miyasi, fucking Warcraft? You fuck... Nah, fair play, respect. Yeah, Sonic Asylum says first thing I agree with Zane with. I like it. Zane Miyasi, the type of guy to spend $129.99 on a digital sword for his sprite on Warcraft. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, guys? Smash a 1 if you think that's the case. I don't even know if there's add-ons or buy, you know, digital or download content, etc. for that game, but I mean, oh, hey John Hazeldine, quit the spam, please, mate. Don't spam the live chat like that, bud. You'll get timed out. Just one comment at a time's fine, lad. Stephen Barrow, thanks for getting. Oh shit! Do you know what, Stephen Barrow? You're actually 30 months. Yeah, 2 years and 6 months. 30 months a legend. That's a big one, bro. Stephen Barrow, man, that's serious. 30 months you've been a member of the Bacon Brigade. You what? Romero's just been booked, by the way, for Spurs. Hey, Stephen Barrow, thank you, my friend. Honestly, that's genuinely awesome, mate. Thank you very much. Guys, 2.5 years, baby. Break out the red panties in the live chat for Stephen Barrow there, guys. Thank you, Stephen. Another legend, Gungshi says 30. Irish365 says 30. That's a big one, bro. Thank you very much. 30 months. What a legend. Nothing just sub. Welcome in, boss. Well, she's had enough, says Solskjaer. I did get the refund, Random Lewis. Yes, I did, thankfully. Straight away as well, which is pretty good. DLC content's one of the biggest ways gaming companies make a killing. Take The Sims, for example. DLCs cost over £1,000. What? Over £1,000? Crikey, I bet Zamiasi has gone in raw on that Warcraft with his spending. I'm surprised he's not playing some sort of Avatar game, though. You know what I mean? With all the promotion he's been doing of James Cameron's Avatar. Yes, Hopper sorted it out, pal Marius, thankfully. In a couple of days, I'm going to have to ask you guys to sign up for Hopper again. Because I need the discount things again still. Yep, need the discount things. So, I've almost used them all now. So, but it's good though, I'm getting 20 bones off each time. So this hotel was much cheaper today because it's not a Saturday night, and also they had that Hopper £20 off thing. Great chance for Spurs on the counter. Go on then, my son. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Come on. Oh, Spurs, opportunity for Spurs. Oh, where is it? Where's the shot coming from? Oh, City get a chance to get back and reorganise, and the opportunity is wasted. But it is going to be a corner for Tottenham. Grealish gets the block. Right, corner for Spurs then. Scott Downen, welcome in, says Arsenal fan from the USA, rooting for Spurs against City. I figured the Flying Pig would be aligned against City. I am. I'm hoping for either a draw or a Spurs win, I suppose, is the lesser of the evils. So, yeah. I still dream big that we could maybe challenge for the title. Yeah, Adrian Barron says Man City shite. Simru won't stand for it, says Kachi. Thank you, Arsenal Manic. He says, Pig, your tan looks lovely. It really suits you. Oh, do you reckon, man? Thank you, boss. Yeah, I have been... I actually went down the beach for a couple of hours earlier on. Just sunbathing. Getting some raw sun on me. It feels good. It feels good. I get prison pallor in the UK during the winter. Look like I've been locked up for 24 hours a day. I'm all good, Aidan Feeney. Not bad, mate. Just chilling. What's for dinner, says... do you know what? I'm going to go down to this restaurant down the road and get burger and chips. I had a mare yesterday, guys. Because there was this restaurant down the road, and it was pretty cheap. I look, you know, when you go past, they've got the menu outside, and it was dirt cheap, to be fair. like a few euros per dish, and I was thinking, all right. So anyway, I thought it'd be a bit small or something. So I got it to take away, and I just got one of their special burgers, and also one of their cheeseburgers, right? So I thought that would sort me out. And then the guy says, do you want to add chips per burger for an extra euro? So I was like, yeah. And then I got it. It was this big fuck off heavy bag, mate. These massive tins, these metal tin things like this deep. They just layered the bottom in chips and these fat burgers. And so I had like two people's portions of chips. This is yesterday, basically 4 people's portions of chips, really, because it was fucking massive. And 2 big F-off burgers, guys. I thought they were going to be tiny little things. They ended up being monstrous. And I still ate them all, mate, because I'm a behemoth. But I'm not going to make that mistake tonight. I didn't want to actually eat that much. And I felt pretty sick this morning. And I had a Goliath poo, or a Godzilla poo, is what I'll call it. It was a monster. Sorry to share that, but it's true. And that was because I had 2 big burgers last night and a shitload of chips. So I'm not going to make that mistake tonight. But I'm going to have the same thing for dinner tonight, but just one of them. And they're dirt cheap as well. Like it'll cost about €5 for me to get burger and chips. Happy days. Might as well, eh? Ed says, Piggy, you gain weight again. Nah, to be fair, I don't think I will, because yesterday I did 37,000 steps, which is the same as 18 miles. I walked 18 miles yesterday, bro. So, and apparently that's like 1,800 calories or something as well. So I doubt I will. And plus today I've already done 15,000 steps. So, you know what I'm saying? If you move, burn those calories, you can eat a bit more, my son. Solitude Guy says, we have massive meals here, Pig. In Marbella, you can get a plate of chorizo or black pudding or Iberian pig for around €4. Really? What a whole plate. That sounds decent. G-Wolf says, how's the chickas? Are they sexy as ever? I mean, there's some nice ladies in Spain here, no doubt, G-Wolf United, my friend. No doubt. Definitely. Thank you, Gungshi. Says 37k steps is great, Pig. Well done. Thank you very much, Gungshi. I do walk a lot more over here. Let me show you, actually. Let's see what the days are. So today, nearly 15,000. There's 14,000 today. Yesterday, oh, I've gone an extra day. 38,950, mate, actually. Fucking hell. 18,000, bit of a lax day that day, to be fair. 24,000. 9,000, what? I ain't done jack shit. 28,000. 17,000. Anyway, I'm walking a fair bit, but not as much as I thought I was, actually. Kate says you must literally just walk all day wandering the streets. So, I mean, for a few hours, I'm solid walking most days. Yeah, for a few hours. But like yesterday, I had to come to this hotel, check out the other hotel and come here, and that was a few miles. So I hiked all my stuff here yesterday. And, you know, so that's got a lot to do with it because I'm just having to walk miles, basically. It's good, though. I like it. I'm feeling more active. Oh, fair play, Pedro Sanchez. If you want to get into something really nice and typical from Canaries, ask for Papas Mojo Picon. What's that then, Pedro Sanchez? Which walking shoes do I use? I just use my Vans, bro. Just got a pair of Vans. Sort of on holiday, Sog, but I'm actually looking to move out here, bro. I'm going to end up being one of those Olympic walkers to Cindy Collector. That's awesome. Aaron says we've got 7 retweets. Nice one, guys. We're coming up to half time. I'm going to shout every single legend out there who gives us a retweet on Twitter. It helps us spread the word. So go give us a retweet. I'll shout you all out at half time. It's at the top of the live chat pinned. Nice one. Also, we have actually got... We've got 96 likes, guys. We're only 4 likes away from 100. We can do that. Let's have a like spike. Who's going to be number 100? Twat the likes. We've got 2 players down here, Grealish and another player down receiving treatment. Yeah, Kate says you need to get a base, Piggy. Can't be going from hotel. No, that's it. It's cash. Well, I'm in a bit of a pickle because I don't get paid again until after the 21st. and you know, just things are a bit tight. So, like, you know, when you rent a place, you have to give, like, there's some agency fees, then you have to give a month's rent up front, and then you have to give a security deposit, which is usually a month's rent, sometimes a bit more. So I can't really move in anywhere until after the 21st anyway. So what I'm going to do is just sack it off for a, for a while, try and live in some dirt cheap hotels. And you know, and just buy my time, but and look for, obviously try and arrange it so as soon as I can basically get in there, I will arrange it so that, you know, so that straight away, just around it. Basically, I'm going to be viewing places and looking at places over the next 2 weeks, and then I'm going to find a good place that I'm happy to move into, and then move in there at the end of the month. What's happening, Pedro Sanchez, anyway? Mr. Potus, what are you doing out in Spain, Piggy? Said Mr. Potus. I'm just on a voyage of self-discovery, mate. That's what I'm doing. I don't know. I just like the weather out here. Also, Spain introduced something called the Startup Act, which allows creatives just to come here and work, basically, without having to have a work visa. And they also brought in something called the Digital Nomad Visa, which is a specific visa for people who work online and do their job online to entice people into the country to spend their money in their economy, essentially, and live and work. And so that's what I'm doing. So, so basically, I just thought, fuck it, let's move out here for 6 months or something. And plus, I am 35 and I've never been on my own, so it's good. You know, get out there and see the world a little bit, maybe. I'm turning into a sage, says Amit Kumar. Digital Asset Go says, why Spain and not places like Portugal? Well, I've never actually been to Portugal. The reason is because I've been here and I really liked it. And that's a plus point, isn't it? If you've been somewhere, you really like it. It just felt like a really good place. And so that's kind of why. Ben says, I'm just coming back from Mexico, big on the coach from Heathrow. 3 months of fun in the sun. Wow, that sounds amazing. What part of Mexico did you go to? I went to Mexico for half a day. Went to Tijuana when I was in San Diego for half a day. Thank you, 21 Nick P. Says, glad you're enjoying it. Thank you, 21 Nick P, you legend. Thank you, Buzzy Bebop Man. Thank you, Matata United. Says, you look very matured, my bro. What do you mean, Matata? No way, Pedro. Your mate just bought a 4-bed villa in Calhonda, Malaga for 60k. Like, you know, well, fair enough. I mean, I can't buy anything at the moment, but yes, one day. They're definitely cheaper than in the UK, mate. That's another thing. Just things in general. Rent is cheaper in here, over here. Property prices are as well. You get more for your money, for sure. Rip off Britain. It is bad. Also, think about this. If you have an apartment or, you know, a house or something in the UK, how much... Like, let's just ask the live chat. Okay, maybe you don't pay the bill. Maybe you've got a landlord and it's included, or maybe you live at home with your parents, or maybe you split the bill with housemates. I don't know. But let's just try and get a figure. How much do you spend on gas and electricity a year? So for heating, hot water, you know, and gas and electricity, how much do you reckon you spend a year in the UK? I mean, the average house, it's a couple of thousand, man. It's a couple of thousand, few thousand, maybe more, for some houses and stuff, big houses and all that. And it's fucked up, man. It's crazy. Especially when, you know, like, it's just difficult to, like, rent's obscenely expensive. Food and everything, cost of living is just so expensive. So, yeah, basically, you get rid of that. If you live somewhere where it's hot, you don't have to worry about heating bills, which is a plus point. Al Camo says £2,100 for a 2-bed flat in Glasgow, precisely. You know what I mean? That is a hefty chunk of your income just going on, like, heating and electricity and hot water. It's too much, man. It's too much. Over in hot countries, they want to have solar panels on their roofs. Not necessarily the solar PV for electricity. That's not as common. I haven't seen too much of that around at all, actually. But it's quite common to see the solar thermal hot water pipes. You know, the solar tubes. You see, you get one panel. It does everyone's hot water. Everyone's got those because it's like, why the fuck wouldn't you have that? You get steaming hot water by bloody 10 a.m. or whatever. you know? Solitude says Greece is big for solar power. Solar power is pretty awesome, to be honest. Should do a stream on it, says Matata. Interesting. Some are paying 300 quid a month, says Scott B. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And then you got council tax and rates and water rates and all that sort of stuff. It's crazy, man. Yeah, Cindy says gas, electricity, TV, internet, water, council tax. Mate, it's crazy, man, honestly. It's just too much these days. Utilities in the UK are saying, how do the elderly cope? Well, they don't really, Digital Asset Guy. Especially like when it gets cold in the UK, like really cold, people have to have their heating on. And some people have to decide between having their heating on or looking eating their dinner. And they do have some relief things sometimes where, like, if it's really cold, they'll give you a cold weather payment and put £100 in these OAP's accounts and stuff in order for them to actually put the heating on. It's fucking messed up, bro. $2,000 for a one bedroom, says Mr. Poters. Holy shit. Where's that then? Exactly. Musplay says you should do more watch-alongs in the meantime, Pig. Then you can get some income at least. Well, there you go. I mean, I'm trying to do more content and stuff. Yeah, it's what I was able to do this one because I didn't have to go to a different hotel. I was able to stay in this hotel, so for another day, which is good. So yeah, I think what I'm going to try and do is book hotels like every, for rather than one night. Try and get 2 nights or 3 nights in a block, because then I'd have to ask about moving around as much. Does anyone here pay TV license? Well, I don't, but my mum does. My mum does. It's pretty messed up, mate. I'm pretty sure she does anyway. Does the OAPs have to pay it? I don't know. If they don't, then she doesn't. But if they do, then she does. She definitely does. In fact, yes, she does. She does pay for a TV license. What a shambles. That's a disgrace in itself. The whole TV license thing's a shambles. It used to make sense, I suppose, if there was only 2 channels on the bloody telly, and you've got this British Broadcasting Corporation, which is being funded by the public, and therefore, if you want them to make quality programming with no adverts and no bullshit, because they don't have adverts on there for other stuff other than their own programs. So if you want that, then you have to pay for it. But it doesn't make sense in this digital age where there's a million channels and you don't. Why specifically do you have to have a TV license to watch that shit? It makes no sense. There's a million channels, so why the fuck are we paying for British Broadcasting Corporation's bullshit? It's fucking gash. It makes no sense. It should be optional. Like, fair enough, if you really love BBC's broadcasting and their content, then it should be optional. But you shouldn't have to pay a bloody TV license. It's bizarre. You know what else pisses me off, mate? Inheritance tax. That's got to be the biggest fuck you I've ever seen in my life, is inheritance tax. So you work all your life and you save up, maybe got your house or whatever, I don't actually know what the cut-off is. I think it's only a few $100,000 though. Like if you're over a few $100,000, leaving the state of over a few $100,000, you've got to pay inheritance tax. It's fucking mental. You've already paid tax on all that money to begin with, and then they're taxing you at death for leaving your estate to people, and you get taxed like a motherfucker. And it's like, hang on a sec, you've already paid tax on that throughout your life. Why are you getting taxed again? Disgusting, mate. Absolutely disgusting. Inheritance taxes should be abolished. That is a disgrace. Oh, man. Kitchko says you don't have to have a license if you don't watch live TV. Yeah, I know, yeah, but what if you do? What if you do want to watch live TV, though? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that just watch live TV and don't have a TV license and get away with it, to be fair. Like, are they really enforcing it that hard? I know they always have these adverts like, we'll find out, we know if you're watching it and all that, but government taxing melters, yeah. It is disgusting, isn't it, Gungshi? That whole inheritance tax palaver. It's an absolute joke. I would abolish that in 2 seconds. And there's been some horrible taxes in the day, like stupid taxes. Do you know there used to be a window tax? There used to be an actual window tax at some point. England tried to raise money by having a window tax, which basically said, you've got a window in your house, dear, right, you have to pay X amount to us per month for having a window. Can you believe that? And so what happened is people started, oh shit, Kane's almost banged one. Now, peppered away. What ended up happening is, rather than people, because like if you have a big house with 16 windows, you have a big house with 16 windows, then you would get taxed shitloads. So there's loads of houses in certain areas during a certain period where they were built during a certain period where people were living during that time. And they've been the windows, you can see where the windows used to be, but they've been bricked up and they're still preserved like that now. But they've been bricked up because people are like, oh shit, we're going to get fucking window taxed. So we better brick up our fucking windows. Can you believe what a stupid bloody tax? Oh my God. I mean, that's a long time ago that this tax actually came in. I'm not sure when it first started. Georgian says social 99. Yeah, so that sounds about right, mate. Whatever, yeah. It sounds good. You know, that sort of time, it's like, hang on. It's just crazy, isn't it? I can't believe people actually paid that shit. The TV license is just as fucking stupid, if you ask me, these days, though, as window tax. Kate says Piggy doesn't like the rich getting taxed. No, that's not true at all. I'm the opposite of that, mate, really. I think tax those rich bastards the most because they're the ones who can afford to pay it. You know what I'm saying? No, but the average person, you know, like you see a lot of these two up, two down houses where they had 4 windows on either side or something, and they had to brick up half a side of them. There's loads of little houses. The houses I'm actually thinking of that people have bricked up are not stately home type houses or anything. They're just regular houses like Coronation Street type houses. But there's actual houses where they boarded them up, where they bricked them up, lad. Crazy. It's nearly half time, by the way. Yeah, Solskjaer says, I will die fighting for the NHS. We're the envy of the world. No, the NHS is fantastic. I mean, they absolutely need to fund it more. It's a disgrace, though, all these waiting times and lack of GP appointments when you're phoning for a doctor's appointment. It's absolutely ridiculous how long you have to wait to get one. However, the actual first-hand, like the accident emergency, like their emergency services, I think they're brilliant. Like, you know, if you've broken an egg, or they just sort you right out for free. It's fantastic. It's actually amazing. And like my friend Jay is actually in hospital right now. Shout out to Jay. Let's get a hashtag Get Well Soon Jay in the live chat. He doesn't watch this channel, but let's get a hashtag Get Well Soon in the live chat. He's in hospital at the moment because he's got kidney stones. And he's having to have ultrasound stuff to try and break them up so he can pass them or otherwise he's got to have some surgery. It sounds pretty painful and gash. Oh my goodness me! Oh, the crossbar has been struck by Mahrez. He's almost scored just before half time. He's just pinged one with his left boot and it's looking like it's going in, but it's just hit the underside of the crossbar, bounced down into the 6-yard box and bounced away. Oh, get well soon, Jay. Yeah. So he's having to have that, but all of that service, he goes down there with horrible pains. They diagnose him. They're treating him straight away, basically, and he's got a checkup tomorrow. You know, it's like, wow. It's like they just, considering it's all free, or not free, you have to pay your taxes, but considering he's not left with a big bill at the end of it, it's pretty exceptional, really. It is pretty awesome, really. So like, their emergency stuff is fantastic. But they need funding elsewhere, man. Big time. Yeah, we pay loads in taxes, Brad, right? I understand that. But you know what I mean? Like, in America, they pay a lot of taxes. They don't necessarily pay to a health tax. I don't really know. But they have private insurance and things like that over there, don't they, for their healthcare, private healthcare and all that. More so. I think there was that Obamacare thing that failed, which was an attempt at, I don't know. But either way, I'm not too hot on the old American stuff, but either way, though, you know, it's good that you don't end up with a £14,000 bill if you break your arm. Pedro, where did you find a house for 60k, says Sog? Come visit us in Vancouver. We pay 30% taxes, says Mr. Potus. Fair play. Well, yeah, I mean, we pay similar. It depends what tax bracket you're in. So I think I'm in basically 20% or something, and then you pay, what is it, guys? If you earn over, I don't know, 50, 60k, don't you have to then pay 40% tax or some shit? And then if you earn 250 grand, you got to pay 50% tax or something. I don't know, actually. I'm not actually sure what the tax thresholds are, but there's thresholds over here. It's half time, by the way, guys. Better than the US healthcare system, says Digital Asset Guy. Brad writes that Spain has better healthcare. Well, from what I've heard about Spain is the healthcare system is actually very good. It's actually similar in terms of world ranking to that of the UK. So it's pretty good. You do sort of have to have private insurance and healthcare insurance and things like that. That's mandatory. Solskjaer says you've got a $7,000 bill for a heart monitor checking fluids in Florida. Eat these nuts. Bloody hell, mate, that's obscene. Shit the bed, bud. $7,000. Kate says, what is a complete scam is how much it costs to legally watch the football in this country. It's absolutely disgusting. It's no wonder so many people look for live stream. I know, yeah, like I said, it's as well, you don't even get all the games. You have to pay for all the different channels just to get most of the games, not even all the games. Like yesterday's game was not on in the UK. So I've got DAZN in Spain here. It's $12.99 a month. You get all of the Premier League games, all of the League Cup games, all the FA Cup games, all the games. You get all the games, and I'm talking every game. Like every Manchester United game this season is on there. Pretty exceptional. Every Premier League game this season on there. Every single one. So yes, DAZN in Spain, and if you've got DAZN, it's a sort out, mate. It's an absolute sorter. It's so cheap. I guess it's because they've got La Liga, don't they? So they're like, well, if we want to sell people the Premier League product that's on similar times, and also the Spanish are watching La Liga more, so I'm guessing, it's like they can't expect people to pay for a lot of money for it. Can't expect people to pay a lot of money for it. So you get it cheap because it's not their number one league in the country. Yeah, it's pretty great, to be fair. It's pretty great, Jonathan Gallagher. Big Bear, what's going on, man? Welcome aboard, lad. He says, absolute sorter. No, it genuinely is. DAZN's a sorter, lad. How's your week? I hope you've had a sorted weekend, lad. Old Dirty Benjo says, Pig, have you or anyone in the chat watched a bunch of amateurs on YouTube? Really good series, insight into the national league teams. No, I haven't actually, Old Dirty Benjo. Sounds pretty interesting, though, lad. A bunch of amateurs. Nice. Klitschko says, how much, Pig? How much is what, sorry? Pedro says, my mate got offered the villa for 100k, then he found out he had a few tax bills earlier, sold it for 100k minus tax bill, then my mate found out tax belonged to the plot next door. Oh, what? That's fucking sick, mate. BT Amazon Sky altogether is over 600, I think. What? DAZN is the best, says Mr. Potus. I had it in Canada, but now Premier League switched to Fubo, so I pay $10 a month on every single Premier League. That's pretty good as well. Does the Zone give you access to the games in the United Kingdom? It gives you access to all of them, Johnny. Oh, you mean if you're in the United Kingdom? So, I don't know. I signed up in Spain, so I don't actually know. So I wouldn't want you to sign up using a VPN in case it doesn't actually work. So I don't know. You have to look into it yourself. But for me, because I'm in Spain, it works, obviously, because I don't need to use a VPN. But I don't know. I would imagine they're probably quite hot on that, aren't they? Because otherwise everybody would just watch on DAZN and use a VPN and pay $12.99 a month. So I don't know. I don't know. Johnny says, Pig, the chat has done it again. Oh, shit, yeah, it has. Oh, okay, let me sort that out. Thanks for letting me know. Jamie Todd, Jamie Todd, Jamie Todd, Jamie Todd, Jamie Todd, Jamie Todd. Right, hang on, let's get the live chat sorted out. Oh. Sorry, the stream might shit it for a second there. Okay, folks, that should have sorted it out. Yeah, we're back. We're back, baby. There you go. The chat's now on the screen again, guys. Nice one. By the way, if you just joined us, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get in the chat, say hello. Not really Ms. 528. I'm looking at sort of moving out here, bud. The more the twat Rupert Murdoch takes in millions every month, and all these twat footballers, all the while people scrimp and save just to watch. It is pretty gash-tastic, to be fair, Key Cadet lad. It is. It's difficult, mate. Everyone is not born equal, and there are not equal opportunities out there, really, if we're being honest. But then again, what do you want? You want to be a communist? You want it all to be distributed between everybody? Because that won't work. Because, because it doesn't, like people need incentive to do things. And also, that's just, I don't know. Anyway, Right, what are the possession stats? Good question, Solitude Guard. I'm going to tell you right now. So statistically speaking, stats-wise, it's 67% possession to Manchester City in that first half, 33% to Spuds. So domination possession-wise by City, but similar amount of shots they've both managed. 7 from City, 6 from Spurs, 1 on target for Spurs, 3 on target for City. City completing a very impressive 342 passes in that first half. Tottenham 164. So literally more than double the amount of passes Man City passing them off the park. However, 1-0 up, Tottenham find themselves. Passing accuracy 90% for City, 77% for Spuds. 7 fouls committed each, 2 yellow cards to Spurs, 0 for City, 2 corners each. Those are the statistics at half time. Sponsored by Accurist. There you go. And DAZN have got those live stats on next to their video as well. I'm 6 out, all those stats right there. Passes completed. You what? They got all those stats just right there. I'm saying, handy. Yes, that's true, Cakecadet. That's what I want. Well, I would love it if, say, Amazon Prime bought all of the rights for all the games and just had it on Amazon Prime. That's what it should be like. I agree, Cake. It's happened again. Oh, fucking hell. Ah, oh, no. Why has it happened again, mate? That's bullshit. Why is that happening again, bro? That's absolutely ridiculous, man. Ah. You have to pay the same prices just to watch the Gas SPL. Must be the worst product to pay per pound in Europe. Al Camo, are you serious? You have to pay the same just to watch the Gas FPL. I mean, that's fucking awful, bud. That should cost like, you know, a deep fried battered Mars bar a month, mate. $1.99 or something. You're taking a piss. You got to pay. Oh, yeah, because what? They're just on Sky Sports and stuff, are they? Mate, that is absolutely guff. Goodness me. Imagine paying all that for Scottish football, mate. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. That is pretty gash. Well, there you go, guys. It could be worse, couldn't it? Could definitely be worse. We've got 127 likes, everybody. That's a big. And 130 people watching. What a ratio. Crash bang wallop, what a ratio. That's serious. Come on, work with me, work with me, work with me. It's worked. Let's go. That's good stuff. Right, be right back, guys. I'm just going to have half a ciggy on the balcony here, folks. Any plans for a Super Bowl stream next Sunday? No, mate. No. Right, back in a sec, guys. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Hit the likes, hit the subscribe button. Chat amongst yourselves. Just going to be 2 minutes, guys. It's half time here. Dustin Penalbar, what's going on? Yo, 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 I'm back. Cigarette break for you too, says Johnny M. Needs must. It's still half time, by the way, guys. Game's going to be back on in a min. Nice one. Thank you very much, Solitude Guard. No, sorry, I should vape. I know, I should vape, man. I'm on the old Marlboro Reds as well. Bad stuff, mate. Bad stuff. Did I hoover it? Says Sonic Asylum. I didn't smoke the whole thing, actually. I just smoked like 3/4 of it. Ciggies are cheap in Spain. They are, mate. €3.50. Get in there, my son. KKS is not in Ness. It's the Glasgow Derby. Do you know what I learned yesterday? Is that Australia has the most expensive cigarette prices, or maybe not the most in the world, but apparently it costs like, can any Australians in the live chat confirm or deny this? Apparently it costs like $30 or something for a pack of cigs, mate. What? Is that true? Try Camel Pig, it's quite good in Spain, says Pedro Sanchez. Oh, I don't mind the old Camel Blue lad. That's not a bad shout. Have I got the sea very near? Quite near, yeah, quite near, bud. I'm by like this little marina type place. They're almost $10 here in the States. $3.50, says JW. I'm paying $10.90 for a pack. I know it's obscene, mate. English prices are obscene. $10 is not bad though, really, Dustin Penalbar, but it's still quite a lot. Nick Pendragon says no, $30 a pack. Well, that's actually what it is, Nick Pendragon, yeah? That's crazy, mate. But I guess it's good because it stops people buying them and puts people off smoking. I also heard that Australia has one of the lowest percentages of smokers in the world, which makes sense, which is good, isn't it? Because it's expensive and also, yeah, it's good. £6 in Denmark, says Henrik. That's decent. €18 in Ireland, says Stoic Savage. Holy shnikes. What am I doing for food? Are you eating out most nights? Actually, no. Most nights I'm just eating in. I'm usually have a packet of Bimbo Grande white bread and things like cheese and chorizo sandwiches and stuff like that. Ham sandwiches, stuff like that. But yesterday I had a takeout, and tonight I'm going to have one as well. So, you know, I'll just mix it up. But most of the day, I just eat like things that you buy from a corner shop, pretty much. 50 grams of tobacco is better. It lasts me a few weeks, says Johnny M. I always get that. I've got that too. I've got that too, as well. The old Cutter's Choice, mate. I've got the Cutter's Choice as well. But I've got some Marlboro Reds for convenience. Kane to Manchester United. I'd have him, definitely, MUFC. Definitely have him. He would solve a lot of our problems. $11.30 for a pack of 20 JPS Real Red SK in your local corner shop. It's absolute joke, isn't it? Scouser on the Wirral, mate. That is dutty vibes, mate. Craziness. So yeah, I mean, in some ways, I will spend a lot less money out here living here. That's the facts. The football costs are the cheaper. I've paid like £79 or something for my Virgin Media TV package with Sky Sports. Do you know what I mean? And that's not even including BT Sport, by the way, or Amazon, or a lot of the ones the other football games are on. £79 a month, mate. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah, I know. Can't believe they stopped 10 packs of cigs. I know, MUFC shock. And I always used to, when I was like 16, used to just live off 10 packs of Richmonds. Because they were dirt cheap. JW92 says, I'm sure corner shops charge more than supermarkets. Yeah, I mean, I usually shop at the Spa, to be honest, which is sort of like halfway between a corner shop. It is on the corner. and you know, but Spa's pretty reasonable prices in general around here. Vincent Bullock, what's happening, boss? Sonic says, what the fuck, we pay £85 for Virgin with all the sports, including BT movies and 1 gig internet. Yeah, it's crazy, mate. So I'm paying like £79. I think I've got 500 gig internet or whatever, so not even as good as yours, 500 meg, or, you know, half as good as yours. And also, yeah, I've got to pay BT extra, so it's jank, mate. 10 cigs 2000 was 170, says MUFC. Yep. I remember when I was about 14, 15 buying pouches of Cutter's Choice, and they used to have Cutter's Choice Original in 12.5 gram pouches, if you remember back in the day. Now you have to buy a minimum of 30 grams. Minimum, to put people off, put kids off buying it, I guess. But they 12.5 gram pouch cost like £2.20. I remember when I was like 14, 15. £2.20 for 12.5 grams. Pretty decent. Those were the days. 50 gram tobacco, 20 to 25 pounds. It does me a fortnight, says Johnny M. Mate, tobacco's so good out here. So 50 grams lasts me about a week, yeah. Maybe a bit more. And it's €42 at Spar for 5 pouches of Cutter's Choice Original. And it's proper Cutter's Choice. £29 they are at Asda each in the UK. £29 times 5. £42 for 5 over here. €42. So like £35 for 5 pouches, mate. Like £7 each. That's raw, man. You know what I mean? That's raw, mate. That's more like it, isn't it? That's £22 a pound less than the UK. We get rinsed over in the UK, bro. Oh my God. But I guess it's because of the strain that smoking puts on the NHS and all that malarkey, why it costs so much. So that's what they say. Bring you back some tobacco. Vincent says, if you know the right shop in Birmingham, you can get 50 grams of Gone Virginia for £2.50. What's the best shop in Wakey? Wakey Wines. Abdul, come closer. Abdul, go back. Gala Bingo? No, sorry, I messed it up. Whatever, anyway. When you were 18, a pint was 80p. 10 giggies was 60p. Holy shit, 10 ciggies 60p. And a pint was 80p. That's crazy, Boutonnier. So I actually remember, right, this is of memory for me, when I was about 18, there was a couple of places, but the local leisure centre near where I grew up used to have pound a pint night. On a Sunday night, it was pound a pint night. Even when I was about 18, 19, so 15 years ago, you could still go and I used to get like loads of pints of Stella Artois on the draft, you know, for a pound each. So you get a pint of Stella Artois for a pound on a Sunday night. Pound a pint night. That used to be a thing when I was a teenager. It's not a thing anymore, is it? You can't go anywhere and get a pint for a pound. Bloody hell. Yeah, it was a good deal, Booty. You remember filling my car up for £30. That's another thing sometimes gone crazy. I don't know how much fuel costs out here, actually, because I don't drive out here, so I don't know. Tell you one thing that's really cool about it here. Or a lot of the cars, you see a lot of the cars, and yeah, the people got new cars, but the level of the age of cars over here is way older than over in the UK. I guess it's because things don't rust and go as bad as quickly here because it's hot and sunny and dry most of the time. So I think cars live longer out here. But you see a lot of Rovers, like there's a Rover 800 I saw earlier on. I was like, what the fuck? A Rover 800. I haven't seen one of those on the road for years. And a Rover, there's another Rover 75. I mean, you're starting to see them die off. You see them occasionally still in the UK. Starting to see them die off. I don't know, there's just loads of old cars, loads of old like Escorts, like 80s Escorts, stuff like that. Like they just seem to go on longer over here. I'm in Spain, Marky Scott, getting in the chat. Welcome in. Remember, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you're just getting in. That'll help the stream out. It's free. It gives us a boost on the algorithm. Helps us compete with clickbaiters and corporation melts. Twat the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon for notifications. The best car in Spain, probably the Cupra Formentor. Such a fun runner, says Solitude Guard. Interesting. Guy collects Hondas, Accords, Preludes, and NSX. Nice. They're all great cars, to be fair. But no, I really do like you seeing these old cars around the streets of Spain here. Like, you just don't get that as much in the UK nowadays. You still see some people with these classic cars, of course you do. But here it's like more of the thing. Like, you see taxis out here, right? Taxis out here, they're driving 90s Mercedes around. 90s Mercedes cars. That's very common. Like, you just wouldn't have that in the UK these days. They're too, like, unreliable and, you know, I don't know, expensive. They just don't, I don't know. But over here, a lot of the taxis are Mercedes, like 1990s Mercedes. A lot of them, old school. Vincent Bullock says, Ping, I've got a Tom Heaton picture coming next week. Got Bruno Fernandes this week off the club, Manchester United. You got a Tom Heaton picture coming, have you? Vincent Bullock, that's awesome, mate. What are you gonna do with that? You know what I mean? I don't want to know. Greenish corner in now. Chip to the back post. Walker's going to keep it. He doesn't keep it in. It's now a goal kick. I mean, Julian Alvarez. We could throw Greenwood into a swap deal with Kane, says Alex Core. I don't think anybody's touching him with a barge pot at the moment. Solitude says the UK have some incredible cars. We know where to look. Know for a fact outside Nottingham there is an Aston Martin Vulcan. Stunning car. Oh, yeah, well, the Vulcan's pretty fucking awesome. British do good sports cars. Britain does good sports cars. We used to have a motor industry in our country. We used to make a lot of cars. Morris Minors, Triumphs, Rovers, Lotus, all sorts of stuff. Not anymore. Name a British car brand, guys, that's not a sports car. They're all like sports cars. Noble, Aston Martin. Austin's another one Sonic saw back in the day, like Austin Healey's and shit like that. Yeah, definitely. Those frog-eyed sprites and all that. Great shout. MG, another one. MG, classic, old school. Jaguar is another one back in the day. England used to make some great cars. Not anymore. Not anymore, folks. We don't make shit anymore. We make good sports cars, like Aston Martins and Nobles and things like that. But we don't make anything for the everyday man anymore in this country, which is a shame. It's a real shame. Vauxhall, but is Vauxhall really British though? Fire up. I suppose Vauxhall was British, but isn't it owned by like Opel or something, which is not British, if I'm not mistaken? Can't remember now. Eddie's Football Waffle, what is going on, bud? What's up, Pigmeister and the Brigade? I can't believe how lackluster these City prices are. Yeah, they're shite, aren't they, bud? This season is not theirs. They do not quite look the same. They don't have that same killer instinct. I mean, they're passing it around a lot. They've had a lot of possession. If you look at the amount of passes they completed compared to Spurs, it's more than double. But it's about what they're doing with it, and they're not being overly effective, are they? McLaren's another one, digital asset guy. Yeah, correct, says Solitude Guard. Vauxhall's General Motors, says Sonic Asylum. There you go. Jensen's a good one, Vincent. Yeah, Rolls-Royce, Bentley. Man, you think about all the amazing car brands. That TVR, another one. Yeah, the old TVR Tuscan. Think about all the brilliant brands there has been over the years, and now we don't have any. And even some of the brands that are still going, like Jaguar and stuff, they're not owned by British owners, are they? They're owned by, like, I think, isn't Jaguar owned by some Indian firm? I'm not sure. But either way, it's not like it used to be. Fair play, Jared. Yeah, there's some classic ones. I mean, if you think about like a Jaguar E-Type back in the day, what a beautiful car. Or like those Austin Healey frog-eyed sprites and stuff like that. Or those MG Roadsters. Love them, man. They're so iconic. They're beautiful. Fake Bake Piggy says, Gareth, you what, Gareth Ward Stevens, bro? How are electric cars doing in Europe? They're seeing more and more SOG. There's a lot more Teslas on the roads. Things like Nissan Leafs, and you know, there's that whole Prius vibe for years, and yeah, there's quite a few of them. Oh, corner for Spurs. Header on target, nearly by Davies, but just past the stick. Goal kick for City. Glad Leeds lost there. I know. Get in. Nottingham Forest are doing all right now, aren't they? They're sort of they've built up a little bit of a space between them and the drop zone. City are this bad. You guys talk about cars. I don't blame you. E-types are so sexy, says Stefan. They're nice, aren't they? Yeah. You remember when you was young, you saw a Gumper Apollo. That was absolutely fantastic. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen one of those before, bro. I may have done actually, but let's have a look at this Gumpert Apollo. Let's have a look at this. What? Oh, my internet's fucked. I don't know what's going on my phone. Never mind. I'll look it up later, but that sounds nice. Vauxhall, British brand, but cars are German, says Sarcastic Mank. Well, there you go. Nothing's really owned by Britain anymore, is it? America owns Cadbury's. Yeah, they've made it shitter, definitely. It's got a lot shitter since America owned Cadbury's. Mondelez own it, don't they? It's got way shitter, bro. Sizes have got smaller. They've changed designs. They've got rid of things that are awesome. They're shitting it, mate. Prince Harry coming on for City. He does look a bit like him, doesn't he? Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, off the bench there, guys. Your dad had an X-Type, basically a Mondo chassis, but a lovely car. Mate, nice, yeah, Mondo chassis. Mate, I love those. Those X-Types are lovely. They're squared, they're more squared, aren't they? I love them, man. I'd love to have a Jag. That's one of my dream cars. I will own a Jag at some point. It might be an old £800 Jag. I'd still be just as happy with that. Driving around in like a 2002 Jaguar, you know, X, whatever the fuck they're called, would be nice. I like those sovereign ones as well, you know, those sovereign ones. Clarkson's voice, a Jag, because he drives a Jag. But it doesn't matter, because he drives a Jag. Jags nice, but cost a lot when they break down. So true, Solitude Guard. There's no point owning a Jag in the UK, maybe in the right country where they don't rinse you. But in the UK, you'll get rinsed, you have to pay extra insurance, it's in an extra tax band, higher up tax band, because it has a big engine and it's not efficient, so you have to pay like 400-500 year tax to run a Jag. That's crazy, man. Road tax, 500 quid a year or something. Depending on the engine, of course. If you've got a diesel, it might be a bit less or some shit, but still obscenely expensive to run. Miles to the gallon, pretty shit. You're not going to get as good as a little city car in a big Jag, so you have to pay extra petrol. Then when things go wrong, when you get a breakdown, you've got to replace a part. The parts are more expensive. The cost to have them fitted are probably more expensive. It's just, you actually have to just have a lot of money just to run a Jag. That's the problem, like an old Jag. That's why you can get them for dirt cheap. Like you can go online and look on Gumtree. You can get a nice looking 2000, say 99 to 2005 Jag for £1,000. You can get a quite good one with an MOT and everything. But problem is, like I say, they're expensive to run. Thank you, Solitude Guard, says Pig. You know your stuff, mate. Love it. Thank you, Solitude Guard. Reliant Robin on the beach. Here we go. Oh, Bird P. Cloppy, floppy, jalopy's having a mare, isn't he, Bird P? It's brilliant. Let's all laugh at the Scousers. It's actually fucking awesome. You know, I'm loving it. It's actually awesome watching this. Did you see Fergie laughing with James Nesbitt yesterday? He showed him on his phone. He's like, look at this scoreline, 3-0, mate. There's so many taxes, digital asset guy. That's another thing. We do get raped over here, mate, like you just said, for taxes, bro. Like, that's another thing for cars. Like in America, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, pretty sure you tax the person, don't you? Sorry, not tax the person. You insure the person. Like if you want to drive a car, you insure the person. Is that true? And then, but over here, you insure the car. So if you're one person and you've got two cars, you have to insure both the cars separately. And the car, your insurance is based on the car. So if you have like a Hyundai Accent like me, the insurance is in a cheaper tax band. If you have like a Ford Escort Cosworth, you're going to be paying thousands a year in insurance, extra premiums and stuff, because it's like a chavmobile. You know what I mean? But that's what they do though. Like they rinse you, and then the tax band is more money. Then you have to have an MOT every single year, guys. An MOT, which is a certificate to prove that it's fit and roadworthy. Every single year you have to have that MOT. That costs money. That's like 50 quid every single year. And that's if there's nothing that needs doing. I barely have had an MOT where nothing needs doing. Most of the time, you got to pay an extra couple hundred or something. Something's going wrong just to get it through its bloody MOT. It's gash, mate. Oh, we get rinsed. Johnny M. Liverpool got arse on. Yes, they did. Known for massive engine problems after 8 years, and you bankroll it all the time for parts. Is Brad right? There you go. Same with like a Range Rover, like some of those early 2000s Range Rovers, those square ones, they're real nice. But you know you're going to have issues with those. Oh, Spurs have a great chance. Here we go. Come on. Great chance. Oh, no. Aki just gets across there and slides in and manages to get the block off. Lucy, welcome in the stream. What's going on, Lucy McNicholas? How are you doing? Welcome aboard the Bacon Express. Choo choo. Hope you're doing good. You paid £700 last MOT. That's so bad. Fire up. Your dad's old 55 plate Range Rover was £500 a year on just road tax. Yeah, there you go, Solskjaer. I'd love to have one, but it's just unfeasible. Spurs fan says, I'm in America, guys insured, so that's why I'm films when there's pink slips, they can just hand over the car. Yeah, exactly. That's awesome, isn't it? Don't show the paperwork. Yeah, that's true, Spurs fan. Eddie says, I always need brakes. I hate driving sometimes. Yeah, I feel you. It's gash. Eddie says, Pico question, you think if City lose this, they won't catch Arsenal? It may be a massive psychological blow. Yeah, the consistency's not there with this City team this year. If they lose this game, I do think it is, like you say, a big psychological blow for them. And it's a big boost for Arsenal because they lost yesterday and they'll be let off, essentially. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a 3-horse race this year, if you ask me. I think we're just about hanging on as an outside chance. What are we, 8 points behind Arsenal, 9 points behind Arsenal? Like, it's feasible that they bottle it and we could perhaps go on a run. City don't seem to have that level of consistency in them at the moment. For them, I mean, they're still at the top of the table, near the top, but for them, this is not the best edition of Man City under Pep. Most certainly not. Driving in Spain after driving in the UK can be quite scary. People don't give a fuck. Sometimes they pull out. Oh, really, Solitude Guard? That's gash. And it's on the other side of the road. Freaks me out a bit. 8 points, says Must Play. Yeah, so there's an 8-point gap. It's not huge. My prediction for this game was actually 2-2. Eddie's Football Waffle. Oh, shit. Corner in. Shot on goal there by Julian Alvarez is a good one. It looks like it's going in the back of the net. Somebody gets a leg on it and it's gone over for another corner. Yeah, I think Kane just gets or maybe it's Dyer. Yeah, it's Eric Dyer just gets a thigh on it. It hits his thigh and goes over the top of the crossbar. It's looking like it was going in. Don't know if it was on target actually, but Dyer makes the block and it's a corner now for City, who are piling a bit of pressure on here. But I said 2-2 to be fair, and it was a bit optimistic, but doesn't really look like that's going to happen now, but you never know. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner now for City. Lost it back stick. Brought down under control now. Julian Alvarez for City. Good bit of play by him. Does well to get the cross in, but it's headed away. Now it does fall, though, for a City player. Oh, De Bruyne! Goodness me, gets a shot, curling effort, going for that bottom right-hand corner from outside the area there. And he does get it well wide of the right stick, though. But, yep, City turning the screw a little bit here. I'd just be happy if this game finishes in a draw. Or maybe, or perhaps a Spurs win and do the job. I am on Instagram, Solitude Guard. Put an exclamation mark Insta in the live chat. It will show you my link. Or you could just go to Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. Let me go over to Twitter, actually, and shout out every one of you legends that has retweeted the show. Please do give us a retweet if you want to shout out. It helps the channel out as well. Oh, my goodness. Spurs go up the other end, and Kane nearly gets in on the end of a tap-in. Just at the back post, Perisic puts it across goal. Kane's so close to getting there, guys, but he doesn't quite. He's just wading in there into space at the back post. Perisic, good ball across. Mate, that's so close. Just a whisker away from Kane's right foot. And it would have been game over. Perisic has passed just a tiny little bit in front of him. Decent, though. Decent. We have got 11 retweets, guys. Thank you so much, everyone who's retweeted the show. Let's go over there and shout you all out. David Johnston. Thank you, David Johnston. And Kane. Let's go, Kane. Edward McAllister, thank you, bro. And Aaron Homeyard. Feline Fur, let's be having you, my son. John. And Transfers _UTD, a.k.a. Rushmano, thank you, you legend. Tommy Sampson. Jamie Mackey. Chris Burrows. And Sonic Asylum. Thank you, guys, very much indeed for the retweets there. You're a bunch of legends. Appreciate that. Thank you. Nice one. Thank you, Buzzy Bebop, man, for retweeting your legend. That's awesome, man. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, dudes. Hey, MUFC, United are the team for me. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Why don't City fuck off home? Get in there, MUFC. You thought City would win about 3-0. It's heavily wrong. You lost £8. Oh, shit, Eddie's Football Waffle, man. What odds did you have on that? Oh, offside, is it? Yeah. I tell you what, Højbjerg, though, what a finish. What a finish. But there must be an offside flag up because he does not celebrate. He is offside, yeah. He's just wandered into their half. And he's slightly offside. But do you know what? What a finish that was. The keeper's off his line. And he's just chipped him from distance. It's a lovely, lovely finish by Højbjerg, but he is offside. Shame, says Solitude Guard. Oh my goodness, this game's hotted up. Julian Alvarez skims the top of the crossbar with a shot from about 30 yards out, wide right. Let's have another look at this one. Actually, not 30 yards out, 18 yards out on the edge of the area, much closer than I thought. But either way, man, he's not skimmed the crossbar either, but he's about half a foot away from the crossbar. So decent effort by Julian Alvarez. This game is livening up here, Johnny Gals. City now with another counter-attack go up the other end. I mean Spurs. Spurs with another counter-attack. Emerson Royal. Poor from them in the end, and City just cut it out. How many more red cards for Casemiro? Ten Hag should talk to him. Well, yeah, Matata, we can't be reacting like that. It's fair enough. But I think Ten Hag was right with what he said after the game, which is if you're going to give Casemiro a red card, then you've got to give... what's his face? Twatbag a red card. Who pushed Fred? What's his face? Jordan Ayew. He pushed Fred, man. He hit him in the face, if anything. So if you're going to penalise Casemiro for violent conduct, you should be penalising the other guy as well. So I actually do think that was an injustice. But Casemiro, yeah, needs to be more clever. He could have definitely stitched us up there. I mean, we almost succumbed to them at the end. We were hanging on. So you don't want to be in that situation. So yeah, he does need to be spoken to about it. I agree. Harry Kane skewed one left. Oh man, that's a shit shot. Look at that. Great chance for them. He's just into the area and he's got it really well wide there. He's just not connected with it. He skewed it wide, Harry Kane. So many chances in the last few minutes. Stefan Harringtonio's in here. What's going on, Stefan? Evening Codex Gaming as well. A couple of legends getting in here. Welcome in, guys. Jose Bravo says, City are shocking, all that money spent. Haaland is like a ghost. Dude, you know what? I forgot even that Haaland was playing. Harry Kane! Harry Kane! Oh! Oh, Harry Kane! Oh! Mate, Edison makes the save. It comes back off Kane again with a rebound. Almost looks like it hits the post again, does it? Or did it hit the advertising hoarding? Oh my God. Kane almost finishes the game off there. Sons put it into Kane's feet. Kane bundles his way through. The rebound did not hit the post. It did just hit the advertising board. But Kane's first shot, well saved. Edison gets out to it, makes himself big, starfishes and gets the block. And Harry Kane, mate, not so clinical. But Haaland, I actually forgot he was playing on the pitch, guys. I completely forgot he was on the pitch, considering he's a big Norwegian unit of a man. It goes to show you how ineffective he has been in this game. Very ineffective. Considering City have had a lot of possession, a lot of passes, Haaland hasn't had a chance. Pig, new angles prove it wasn't a red. His hands were on his collar and they were laughing and hugging straight after. There you go, Andy. I know it was just a total over-exaggeration and overreaction from the officials. Just a joke decision. Is Haaland weakening Man City, Mr. Pig? Definitely not Matata United, no. I don't think so. How could he with his goal rate? I mean, his goals are insane. Thank you, Eddie, for retweeting the show, mate. That really helps. Thank you very much, Eddie Football. Waffle legend. Top man, top man. When is United playing Barca? We got 2 fixtures against them. End of Feb is the first one, isn't it? End of Feb, or are they both end of Feb? Soon. Andy says, Pig issue though. If we appeal and lose, he misses the final. I think we've got to appeal that though. I could see that being put down to 1 game. I think that's appealable. Smash a 1 if you think United should appeal that. I definitely think we should. Just on the basis that it wasn't fair officiating overall. Eddie's Football Waffle says we got 154 likes, guys. That's awesome, everyone. Thanks for hitting that like button. That's actually a pretty good return there, considering this is a shitty versus Spud Scum watch along. And this is a United channel, so that's pretty good, guys. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the likes button. Let's get some red panties in the live chat. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's made us rich, baby. We got 150 likes on this stream, baby. 3 people died getting 150 likes on this stream, you know. A lot of people agree and think that... I can't remember the question I asked now, though. Oh, yes, that we should appeal it. Yes, Casemiro. Yes, a lot of people think we should, but Andy says it's risky, though. How's the game yesterday? Agent in the East, it was good until, we had that red card, and then it was squeaky bum time, mate. Second half, not great. First half, pretty good, actually. We did dominate in the first half. Not a spectacular game at all. Johnny says, just in, is this a good or bad result for United? I'm in 2 minds. It cannot be ruled back to a 1-game ban. Johnny. Oh, okay. It's all or nothing, says Johnny. Oh, okay then, Johnny. Fair play. Well, thanks for clearing that up then. Well, that's good then. If it's nothing then, let's hope for that. If it'll be rescinded, right, you mean? Oh, I see. Well, I don't know if it's going to be rescinded completely. Jordan Ayew should be punished. Yes, sir. Oh, no, you lost your card last week. Need to resubscribe, bud. Oh, Social 99, no problem, my man. I'm just glad you're here, mate. Dude, thank you, though. Who's that new Brazilian guy on the wing? Tete, he was fantastic, says Solitude Guard. Yeah, Tete. Tete. That Schlupp guy's a dirty bastard, isn't he? Old Jeffrey Schlupp. Yeah, that referee's a disgusting human being, Jonathan Gallagher. 3 is defo too much for that agent, yeah. Yeah, I like the pressing in the first half, and we were dominating them pretty raw in the first half. I think we finished the first half 61% possession yesterday. Yeah, we dominated them first half. It's only really the red card that changed the momentum of the game. We would have probably scored another one if we had Cassie still on. Thank you, Solskjaer. Says, mate, you are my favourite YouTube channel. Only one I pay for, son. Top content. Thank you, Solskjaer, mate. Thank you for being a member and supporting the show. Honestly, I appreciate that. And don't worry about not being a member at the moment, lad. Or ever becoming a member again. But if you want to at some point, then, that's up to you, mate. But I'd appreciate it. But thank you so much. But yes, nobody has to be a member. We treat everybody the same around here. Everybody gets their voice heard. Everyone's comments read out the same, regardless. Piggy, can we beat Newcastle in the final, says Tips LM. Does David Moyes shit in a fucking Vauxhall Vectra, mate? Of course we can. Of course we can. Right, guys. Here's a little quiz question for you. It's an easy one, to be honest. Who's going to get it first? Quickest on the buzzer. It's an easy one. It's a really easy one. David Moyes, in this last game, I believe, became the manager, the 3rd most games managed in Premier League history, with 500 odd games. He became the 3rd most managed. Tell me who is number 1 on that list as who's managed the most Premier League games. The most Premier League games. Which manager has managed the most Premier League games in Premier League history? Go. Codex Gaming says Fergie. Fire Up says Fergie. Compost Smurf says Fergie. Wrong. I knew everyone would say Fergie. You're wrong. You're all wrong, guys. It's actually Arsene Wenger. FJT was the right man to get it. Now, of course, if you're going back into the first division before 92-93, then yes, Ferguson's managed the most top flight games in, i.e., including first division and Premier League. But Wenger stayed on longer than Fergie, and so therefore he managed more games than Sir Alex. That's true. Wenger managed more Premier League games than Fergie, but only just. And also, who cares, because Fergie was actually managing United for like 5 years before the Premier League even came into fruition. But technically, there's a good quiz question for you if anybody ever asked you. Arsene Wenger has managed more Premier League games than Sir Alex Ferguson, mate. Yeah. Nut, how are you getting on, Nut? He got it right as well. He says, Wenger, how are you doing, Nut, you absolute complete Norwegian beer-drinking legend? Get me the old horn out, lad, so I can have a tipple. Wait, that sounded so wrong, mate. I meant like one of those Viking horns, fill it with beer, man. That's awesome, Aaron Homeyard. 12 retweets, come on. Hey-oh! Pig bigging up Arsenal, what the fuck? You what, Stefan? No, I wasn't bigging him up at all. I was just stating that Wenger's managed the most games. I didn't big him up at all, did I? If anything, bigging him down, just the fact that he's managed more games than Fergie, but won way less. Like, how shit is he then? You know what I mean? Fergie's leagues ahead. Managed less Premier League games, won all those 13 titles and stuff. Fuck off, Arsene. Pig bigging up Arsenal for saying giving money. I ain't even bigged up Arsenal once, mate. What are you talking about? I would never do such a thing. I respect Johnny. He loves a bit of Tete action. He loves a bit of Tete. Who doesn't, to be fair? Right, we're going for 200 likes, guys. Keep twatting the likes. 13 minutes to go. Are we going to see a City equaliser here in the last 13? They are piling the pressure on here. Grealish on the left. Oh, encoder overloading. How's that happened? Whoops. We've got some encoder overloading going on, guys. That's not good. I think we're okay. Smash a one if the stream's still coming through loud and clear, guys. Just had a warning flash up on my streaming thing saying encoder overload. That's never good. Piggy is a closet Arsenal fan. Now all Zane Super Chat suddenly makes sense. Oh, mate, all you've done there is take my joke about Zamiasi being a Man United closet, Man United fan, and switch around. It's not very creative, is it, Cakenet? Gungshi says we're still coming through. Thank you, Must Play, Agent Nee, Sonic Asylum, everyone. Okay, that's good. Do you think we win our next 3 games? We have top 4, says Gary. Well, it's hard to say, isn't it? I mean, we can't guarantee it, but yeah, I mean, there's a big gap between. Well, not so big now with Tottenham winning today, so there's a few point gap. But yes, I actually do think, yeah, if we win the next few, get that momentum going, I think top 4 is basically done, isn't it? Other teams will fall off. If Man United could keep winning, I'd say yes, to be honest. You hope Brentford causes an upset next weekend, says Agrippa Chinhada. Wenger joined in 96. It's impossible for him to have managed more games, says Darren James. He stayed longer than Fergie did, though. Think about it. Sir Alex started in 92, 93 in the Premier League. He started in 87, 88, or whenever it was, though. Before, obviously, when it was the first division. It only became the Premier League in 92. So, Sir Alex stayed until 2013. Did he? Yeah, the 13-14 season. No, the 12-13 season. No, the 13-14. Wait, the last time we won the league, was it the 13-14 season or the 12-13 season? I'm getting confused. I think it was the 13-14 season, this last one. Anyway, but Wenger stayed until only a few years ago when Emery came to replace him, if you remember. So what was that, like 5 years ago Wenger left? 4 years ago? Don't know. So Wenger stayed a lot longer than Fergie, which is longer than the initial few years that Fergie was in the Premier League and Wenger wasn't. So therefore, that's why he's managed more. Look it up. I'm not making it up. Look it up. Look it up. I'm not making it up, mate. It was the 12-13 season. Okay, my bad. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 12-13. Would have been the 12-13 season. Okay, yes. Spot on. And Wenger won nothing in those years. No, he didn't fire up. Shat it. He was kind of up against it, though, Wenger, in the final years. Because they were, like, paying off that stadium. They didn't invest all that much. I mean, Arsenal now spend a shitload. But they didn't really when Wenger was there. But he still mostly got them top 4 all the time. And he was a good coach, obviously. Maybe I'm a closet Arsenal fan, guys. No, but he is, you know, he was a great coach, to be fair. Arsenal used to play from silky football under him as well. But, yeah, his success was all at the start when he first came in, when he was allowed to spend and bring players in. Later on, they tightened the screw there. They didn't spend as much money. And they also, they would usually, like, they became a selling club. They literally would sell their best player every single summer. For a few years, that happened. If it was RVP to us, if maybe Nasri to City, You know, who else, guys? Who else? Who else did they? Oh, Alexis Sanchez. You know, like they definitely had a struggle to keep hold of Fabregas. They struggled to keep hold of all of their best players, didn't they? They would always lose them to rivals and stuff. So it wasn't easy for Wenger, actually, for the last few years. He was up against it, to be fair to him. Yeah, he had fuck all money, says Drew Who, because of the new Emirates Stadium. Exactly, yeah. That's true. Wenger gave up, called top 4 trophy, absolute mount jobs, says Compost Smurf. Walcott. Yeah, Darren James Fergie was managing 10 years before Wenger came along. Yep, true, true. But in the first division, though. Like from 86 in the Prem or whatnot, or whenever it was. And, you know, a bit before my time just. But, yes, when he first came in. And then, yeah. But that was the first division. Spain was the best league in Ferguson's era, says MUFC. No. What do you mean, MUFC? I mean, at the end of Ferguson's era, I'd say, yes, you're right. Certainly when he was tussling with the likes of Barcelona in the Champions League finals 2 years in a row and losing and that kind of stuff, I would say yes. Spain, yeah. But no, before that, the Premier League was definitely the best. And then before that, Serie A was the best in the 90s, in the early 90s. And that was the best. So it changed. It changes. MUFC says all the big players ended up in Madrid or Barcelona. Bundesliga is so good too, says Solitude Guard. Is it? You know what I love about the Bundesliga is how value for money it is to be a fan over there. Over here we get rinsed. You have to be rich just to bloody go to games these days or spend half your bloody wages on a ticket. But over in Germany, they pay dirt cheap amounts for tickets. No, shit, there's a penalty shout there, but it's not been given. English, the greatest, is big. But I think it's the best league in the world because of the competitiveness of the league. You know, La Liga's just got 2 or 3 teams going for the title. You know, Germany's got 1 team going for it. You know, Italy used to be very interesting because they had like 6 or 7 teams going for it in the 90s. Now they don't so much. So it's not as interesting. But the Premier League is very interesting because there's about 4 or 5 teams who theoretically could win it at the start of the Premier League, which just makes it interesting. Fun quality for you, says Solskjaer. Can't be the Premier League, love the Championship too, and even the National League. Oh, fair play, Solskjaer. I bet that is quite fun to watch, actually. Really, Robbie the Picked. Interessante. Mind you, I remember Fergie taking United to the Nou Camp in early 90s and getting tonked about 4 or 5 minutes by Barcelona and George Hadji. Oh, fair play, Sonic Asylum, yeah. Back when they had like Sonny Anderson and people like that, yeah. And, yeah. You get ripped at a Championship or League One match for fuck's sake, says Stefan. Yeah, true. 27 quid to go and watch some League Two shite. It's a fucking joke, isn't it? Bundesliga fan base is great. Culture behind football there is class. It is brilliant. And I like how their fans own a lot of the clubs. Own the clubs. A percentage, 51% of the clubs, don't they? Isn't that mandatory for all clubs or is it just some clubs? I think it's all clubs. A part fan owned. Pretty sure. 28 quid's not too bad, but there's Stevie Wonder seats, for instance, as Stefan. Sky pumped billions to make the Premier League what it is. Well, fair enough, corrupted. Yeah, I mean, it's a fair point. The green weekend, but thousands of City fans have travelled all the way from Manchester to London. That's not very green, is it? Vincent Bullock, my mate, has kids' season ticket at Sheffield United. Pays barely anything. That's good. Couldn't play most of the team versus Barca Wilderers in European Cup that year. Yeah, okay, so I remember back in the 90s when I was growing up, you were only allowed to have like 3 foreign players playing and stuff like that, I seem to remember. Like, you had to register like 3 foreigners. Do you remember that, guys? A long time ago now. But you're only allowed to have like 3 foreign players, I seem to remember. Romario, oh, he was immense two-tone. He's one of those players that's probably in the top 10, maybe even top 5, like, forwards of all time. And he doesn't get spoken about enough. Romario was the tits, mate. Oh, yellow card and a red, mate. Oh, look at that. Romero's been sent. He's been sent, guys. We got a Spurs down to 10 men with a few minutes of normal time to go. There's a red card, guys. Let's have another look at this replay and see if Cristian Romero's challenge there was befitting of a red card, but he has been sent off. You saw the Who at Celtic Park for £1.75. Really, Robbie? That's immense. £1.75, that's legit. Sky have ruined British football. They're basically pricing out the working class. Yeah, it's true, Kate Cadet. Working classes will struggle. It's a working class sport. That's why a lot of the stadiums are in working class neighborhoods. Like you see a lot of like stadiums are right in amongst, you know, where working class people live. That's how it is. It's a working class sport. It was. Now, Roy Keane's right. You got the old prawn sandwich brigade, mate, because it's expensive to go to games. So my uncle always used to tell me, God rest his soul, he used to take his two lads to go to Old Trafford on a Saturday, you know, and he would work, or a Sunday, but he would work on the Saturday morning. He used to work in a factory doing forklift driving, and he would work on a Saturday morning do a half day, and the half day would pay for him and his two boys to go from Halifax to Manchester and back, and buy the tickets for him and his two boys, and the half a day on a Saturday would pay for that whole day out and have a bit more change left. Now you try and do that now. If you work in a factory, work half a day on a Saturday, try and take your two kids to Manchester, buy tickets, 3 tickets, and watch the game. You try and do that now, you wouldn't be able to do it. It's a fucking shambles. Anyway. Bloody hell, Stefan, that sounds like a bit of a boss gig. Saw the Who in Hyde Park for £8 along with Dylan, Clapton, Alanis and Jules Holland. That's legit, brud. So free kick here for City after Romero was just sent off. Red card, second yellow and a red card. And here is Kevin De Bruyne stands over this. About 30 yards out, quite far out. Free kick opportunity. Is he going to go for it? Looks like he is. You bench 91 Prime Van Persie for 87 player of the month, Rashford. Oh, fair play, Andy Young. Yeah, I bet that's... I need to pick that one up, actually. I bet he's raw. Nearly 200 quid for travel alone to Old Trafford, says Compost Smurf. Shot from De Bruyne, hits the wall. Wages now, any stretch to food and bills. That's exactly it, MUFC, yeah. Oh, we got another man down here. Spurs man down. He's been hit in the face. What's this all about? Is he okay? He's been hit in the face. Clapton's set was a self-indulgent bore-fest, to be honest. Well, there you go, Stefan. I mean, to be fair, Eric Clapton, he's an absolute fucking legend, obviously, and I love his songs, and I love his guitar ability, and he's just a legend, you know? But some of his gigs that I've seen anyway on TV and stuff are not the best, because he used to be, there's a period of time where he's absolutely fucked out of his head on drugs. In fact, there was one famous gig where he plays the entire gig just laid down on his back, because he's just absolutely fucked on some sort of drugs. He just can't even stand up. So he's literally laying down. He just plays the whole gig like this, laid down the whole time. So I'm pretty sure he was a bit messed up half the time. You know? Dude, so sad what happened with his son. Eric Clapton's son, man. If you don't know the story, they were staying in a hotel somewhere. I can't, maybe America somewhere. And his son, I think he was like 2 at the time, you know, like got up on the windowsill or something and opened the window. They have those push windows where they open up. I think a lot of the regulations would change after this because it's quite a high profile story. But Eric Clapton's son fell out this window and died anyway. And very sad. He was only a little kid. And that's why he wrote Tears in Heaven. That song, Tears in Heaven, is about, you know, is for his son. What a song that is. I mean, what an amazing song. Heard about that gig, Piggo, is on YouTube. I'm not too sure if it is actually, Stefan, but I've seen something in some documentary years ago about it. Yeah, that's right, Johnny. He wrote the song Tears in Heaven for his son. I know. It's that song, really, you can tell there's a lot of pain going on in that song. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it. It's an emotional song. The music's emotional, the words are emotional, the subject matter's emotional. It's just like, you can just feel the pain in that song, man. It's very sad, Buzzy Bebop, man. You don't know how people jump on buildings. Freaky, isn't it, MUSC? Well, if you don't want to be here anymore, I guess you can psych yourself up to do anything like that, can't you? But obviously he didn't want to do that. He's just accidentally fallen out of a window, this kid. Wonderful Tonight's a great tune. And Layla as well, Sonic Asylum. About a bit of Layla. Bit of Cocaine as well. That's a banging Clapton tune, isn't it? Cocaine. Clapton done some amazing shit, but when you've been standing in Hyde Park for 8 hours, I want to hear hits, says Stefan. Yeah, you want to see a bit of cocaine, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Sunshine of Your Love by Cream, says Solskjaer. Solskjaer of Your Love. Sunshine of Your Love. Codex says, I've seen Kylie Minogue live. My ex-wife took me. Why is she your ex-wife? Which caught you looking at Kylie a bit too much. Cocaine's a cover song. Oh, I did not know that, Madhouse. Fair play, mate. Educating me here. Vutinator says we got 180 likes. That's awesome, everyone. Keep smashing that like button on it. Help us get to the big magic 200 likes. We can do it. Cut his freaking head off. Hit the likes, guys. It will help us out. We're nearly at 200. Let's get it. Cut his freaking head off. Martin Buchan was our captain at Cummins Park. Really? No way, Robbie the Pig. Seriously, that's pretty sick. I bet you had a good team then. Nice Codex Gaming. First one you laid. You played on guitar. Lay down, Sally. It's a good one, says Gungshi. Pig, with Ozzy Osbourne retiring, I'm so glad I've got to go and see him. I've never seen him. That would have been cool. But yeah, Ozzy Osbourne, man. Black Sabbath, absolute legends. And Ozzy on his own did some good ones as well. He's one of those ones I don't know because I've never been to his gig, but I kind of imagine like his gigs are a little bit on the gash side sometimes. Only because he's not, whenever I've seen him sing live, he's not really, like, he's just fucked out of his head any other time. Even though he's not anymore, he's just like, I don't know, he wasn't singing them very good, put it that way. But I guess you don't go to an Aussie gig for him to sing perfectly because he's not the best of singers anyway. But he's just iconic as... Oh my goodness, what's happened here, guys? 1 minute to go. Hang on a second. No, there's a minute to go, MEFC. There's an incident. I don't know. I think they're going to get... I think there's just a city scummer trying to act like he's been hit. But it's going to be okay. You've seen Sabbath 3 times. Love those guys. Always great lives, says Stefan. That's awesome. So my friend's dad's actually mates with Tony Iommi. You know that guy, you know, the guitarist guy from whatever. It's incredible. Ozzy's still alive. He was fucked in the Osbournes days, says Solskjaer 1999. Iommi, says Sonic Asylum. That's the one. What about Pulis, Andy Young? Right, this is going to finish, guys. Come on, you spuds. This is a great result. I mean, you can argue that actually it's not the best result for us because the top 4 gap is not as big. But I think it's good for the dream of us challenging for the title this season. A draw would have been good here. Pep's finished, says Ravens Man Sand. Come on. He says, Pep's getting all fucking emotional on the sideline, you absolute baldy wanker. Let's go. Pep in the mud, guys. Let's go. Hashtag Pep in the mud. He's having a paddy on the sidelines, mate. Go on, then. This is game over, guys. It's already 35 seconds after the 5+ added minutes of stoppage time. This is going to be final whistle coming any moment. Shit kick by Lloris. He's giving it straight to City. City get one last chance. What's Hugo Lloris done, mate? Oh my God. City with a late chance here. Nice. They've shat it. They've shat it. Oh shit. They've got it back. Oh, great challenge in the end. Tottenham now bring it out. And it's going to be final whistle. Surely foul committed. Free kick to Spurs. Yes. Come on. Kyle Walker commits the foul. Yes. It's perfect, Pig. Shite Paul Arsenal is now shitty. What a great weekend, Two-Tone. You're so right. Our title chances are back now, Madhouse. They are definitely back, bud. Yeah, it's true. It's a great result. Lorries can be really dodgy, says JW. Come on, you spuds, you can do it. Title's wide open, John Boy. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, come on, get in there. Shitty scummers in the mud. Notice we haven't seen any shitty scummers in here since Sub 2 was in here at the start of the screen. He's quickly fucked himself off though, hasn't he? Where's Connor Matthews? Where's City 10? Where's the legend City 10? Where are these people? They're nowhere to be seen. Because they just got done by Spurs in the league, mate. And they're a good few points off the top now. Oh, yes. They haven't made up any ground on the Arsenal Hollands, who's also slipped up. You know who has made up ground on the two teams above us, though, at the moment? Manchester United this weekend, made up 3 points on both those tip bags. We've caught up 3 points on those City Scummers, and we've caught up 3 points on those Arsenal Hollands. Let's go. Come on. What a weekend's fixtures. What a weekend's results. Liverpool lost as well. What a fucking banging weekend, guys. 1-0, it's full time. Let's have a look at the league table as it stands. The league table right now is as follows, guys. We are 3 points behind Man City, but we've played the same amount of games as them. We're 8 points off of Arsenal Hollands. They do have a game in hand. So it's Arsenal's to lose, but that's what we expect them to do, is lose and bottle it out, no doubt. They're a bunch of bottle merchants. Newcastle United are breathing down our necks, just 2 points behind us, but they'll bottle it. Tottenham hot shits. Now with that win, they've put themselves just 3 points behind us. So they give themselves a glimmer of maybe hopes for top 4. However, they do have an extra game played. They have played an extra game than us. So we've got a game in hand on them, as do all of the other teams above them. So Spurs, 3 points behind, but more so really. So, you know, we're looking really good for top 4, but we're also looking possible to maybe challenge for the title now. It's very possible now. City are beatable this season. They're not the same City under Pep just a couple of seasons ago, even though they've got Haaland, etc., and they're scoring goals. They're just not as clinical, and you could see that. I mean, they had Haaland in there today. You barely realised he was on the pitch. You barely saw him. They couldn't actually get him on it when it mattered as well in terms of their defending. They got done. They made a mistake. Uncharacteristic stuff. They're not that steamrolling machine that they were last year or the season before. They're actually weaker. You can see they're weakened. They're not as strong. Pep's bottling it. Time's catching up with them, just like Floppy Cloppy Jalopy over at Liverpool. Can't keep it going all that time, can you? The pressure is getting to him. Pep is in the mud. Shine that bald head, my son. Let's go, Ted Zavala, says. Everyone laugh at City. Come on. Yes. So we've got a great chance for the challenge of the title now. Arsenal Hollands fans will be loving this, like Zayn Mayassi, who's in here with a super chat. Zayn, thanks seriously, though, for all the super chats all the time, man. Appreciate that. I thought you said you weren't going to send any for a while because it was a tax month. Zayn's actually, he's decided, because Arsenal lost the other day, he's used his cigars and strippers budget on sending me a couple of super chats today. Thank you, Zayn Mayassi. He says, thanks, Harry. Arsenal will beat City in both games. Balogun coming back next season. He and Jesus, get ready. Balogun? Balogun? Am I not? What? Anyway, Zemiasti, thank you so much for getting in here with your super chat, lad. Both games, what the fuck are you talking about, Zemiasti? No, if anything's for sure in this life, you know, I'm not sure about many things in this life, but I am sure about one thing, and that is that Arsenal are indeed a bunch of complete bottle merchants. And so I don't think you're going to win the league. Do you know what? We're just as likely to win the league as you toss pieces are, even though you've got a game in hand and we're 8 points behind. You're a bottle merchant, lad. Andy says, I was unsure who I wanted to win today. On one hand, we are closer to City. On the other hand, Tottenham are close to the top 4. That's true, but we have got a game in hand on Spurs. So they're only 3 points behind, but could be 6 really. And then, you know, we're only 3 points behind City. We would not have liked to have been 6 points behind City and have much less chance of winning the league. Now we've still got a small chance, outside chance of winning the league. I will take that dream. So I'm happy that Spurs won. Pep's done another Champions League final, 1 CM with 5 attackers. Oh, do one, Pep. Yeah, Big Bear, you know, come on, crumble job in Europe, lad. Music to my ears, all banter at the start. Start of the season. Look now. Yes, two-tone. Hey, Yasser Wahid, what's going on, bro? Bell6891, hello, you handsome bastards. There's good run of games coming up. Oh, hell yeah. Win the next 3 games, we could be sitting pretty, my son. Stoic Savage says, what a great week to be a United fan. Enjoy this, lads. We've had seasons of dropping points when it mattered. Now, the shoe's on the other foot. Come on, Stoic Savage. Yes, lad. City will beat Arsenal now, says FJT. Eric Ten Hag's a modern Ferguson. Chilling, you. Just chilling, Yasser. We are back. Leeds are going to be easy, says Alex Core. Yeah, they look shit at the moment, don't they? City they might go down this season. City will do double over Arsenal to make it interesting, says Big Bear. Ooh, possibly. I'm probably more likely with you, Big Bear. Liverpool becoming lazy, says Scott B. Naz says we'll be level on points with City. If you want to play Arsenal spirit down, get one truck driver back to Poland, says Michelle Blash. You fucking what? Yeah. Eddie's Football Waffle says City done. United could get second at this rate. Good stream, Piggo. Mate, thanks for being in here, Eddie. Thanks for drumming up the likes, mate. Did we get 200 likes? Hit the likes if you haven't. Bart says 2 cities arse draws and United could dream for a title. Yeah, that's a great shout. 2 draws. Scott B says Frozen. What's Frozen, Scott B, lad? Oh, no. Dude, it's getting dark in here, isn't it? Shit. Just realised it's getting fuzzy and dark. We smashed it. 200 likes. Are you serious? That's actually really good on a City Spurs watch along, folks. It has been a fun stream, this one. Let's all laugh at these melts, by the way. Let's get some laughing heads in the live chat just to have a laugh at the 3 teams that are bottling it at the moment. Arsenal bottled it this well. They're not bottling at the moment. They're doing well, aren't they? They're top of the league. But they bottled it yesterday. Get in. City bottled it today. And Liverpool bottled it yesterday. What a great weekend. Eamon Barrett, get in there, my son. We did it. Don't fancy Spurs getting 3 points. Never fancy Spurs getting any points, no. Has Haaland made City too dependent on one outlet? It's a good question, Rishab. Suppose maybe like Cristiano Ronaldo effect at Man United last year. Possibly. I don't know. I don't really know. They didn't get it to him today, though, did they? Need 5 more likes. Oh, Gungshi, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Thoughts on Greenwood, says Yasser Wahid. He's a shithouse, isn't he, bud? Yeah, don't really like the guy, to be honest. Seems like a dirtbag. Seems like a dirtbag, to be fair. Shout out Rashford, says FJT. Oh, Rashford Player of the Month again, guys. Bossing it. Marcus Rashford, Premier League Player of the Month. Man United Player of the Month. Legend. Haaland can't be blamed, says Jonathan Gallagher. No, I agree with you. He's absolutely fucking rinsing it. Is the Liverpool worse than 2010-15 team when they struggled? Nah. What, you mean like under Hodgson? Was that 15? 2010, who was their manager then? Dalglish, was it? Was it Dalglish, was it? Or maybe it was, I don't know, actually. Like, share, and subscribe for, says Bell691. Rashford, Gashford, Trashford, nice one, Nicholas Williams. Now, he's fucking awesome this season, mate, isn't he? Thank you, Aaron Homeyard, and everybody else who retweeted the show. He says we got 12 retweets. Thanks, everyone, for spreading the word. Thanks, everyone, for watching this stream and liking this stream and chatting in this stream. We've had a good old chat today. I am going to try and do more watch-alongs of other games if they're sort of interesting. Like, this one's interesting because it means something for Man United in terms of either the title race or the top 4 race. So this was quite an important game. I did get refunded for the hotels, thankfully, mate. Yes, indeed. Thanks for asking, WDP Music. I got the refund straight away, actually. Hudson was 2010, says Andy. Are you shitting me? No way. You joking me? Oh, what? You're making me feel so old, bud. Oh, yeah, of course. 2015 would be like Brendan Rodgers, Todgers days. Fucking hell, mate. Time flies. Dude, I can't believe Hodgson. I can't believe that was 13 years ago. No way. That's actually made me feel really quite sad in a way. I can't believe, for some reason, I just, in my mind, that feels like 7 years ago or something. You know, that is crazy. Road to 70k. Yes, Bell, hit the subscribe if you're new. Help us get to 70,000 subscribers. We're nearly there, guys. We're only a couple hundred away. So if it's your first time on this channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. Daft Scottish Devil, thank you so much. Getting in here, you wee Scottish legend, eh? Let's get a freaky little deep-fried battered Mars bar emoji or a cheeky deep-fried battered can of iron brew emoji in the live chat for this opposite of a wee tube. He's not a wee tube, he's the opposite of one, my son. He's a bonny legend. He said, Pig, if we beat Leeds on Wednesday, we will be even on points for City and 5 points behind Arsenal. The world media will eat their words and have to stop and include us in the title race. Watch out, City and Arsenal. Spot on, I think we are in the title race now. I didn't after we bottled it the other week against Palace and then failed against Arsenal. But seeing as Arsenal has slipped up, seeing as City has slipped up, and we didn't slip up, that's been undone. So now we're still in with an outside chance. We're still in it. I agree with you, Dark Scottish Devil. Watch out, Arsene Hollands and shitty scummers. We're coming for you. Thank you, Darth. Let's get some love hearts in now. Appreciate that super chat, man. Thank you so much, though. Boss. Robbie says subscribe costs less electricity. My ma loves you. Shout out to Mrs. Blagej. Shout out to you, Michelle, as well. Mikhail Blagej. And shout out to your mum. That's awesome, man. Grealish, 100 million euros. Let's have a laugh, says Rishad Kaira. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, we can't say much, though, because we paid £80 million for a hot point fridge. Leeds are getting relegated, says Alex Core. Actually, a Smeg fridge, sorry. If we can't beat Leeds, we might as well give up. We'll beat Leeds, Madhouse. We're going to batter Leeds. We've not really struggled against Leeds since they come back out to the Prem, have they? We'll batter Leeds. It's a shame no Casemiro, but either way, we'll batter Leeds. If we can't beat Leeds, though, yeah, we're definitely out of the race. We can win it, believe in the egg, says Yasser Wahid. Dirty, dirty Leeds. Right, okay, guys. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. This stream has been so fun. So thank you, every one of you legends that has watched this stream today. I really do appreciate it. Each and every one of you guys and gals for watching the stream and liking the video and subscribing and getting in the chat. We've had a great chat today. Not all just about football, random stuff. Some great topics. Love chatting with you legends. Thank you all for being here. I might be back on in a bit. Depends if there's any United news and stuff. Also, I was thinking about maybe doing a FIFA stream, but I don't know. I might try and do that. We'll see. If there is a FIFA stream, it's going to be about 8-ish. If there's breaking United news, there won't be a FIFA stream, and I'll probably be on at 9-ish. But I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to go get some food now. Hope it doesn't take too long. I'll try and get back on, guys. Great seeing you. Thank you, Stefan. You too, my friend. Gungshi says, cheers, pig. That was a fun watch on. Thank you, Don Gungshaleone, man. Appreciate that. Honestly, thanks everyone for the kind words. What's up? I'm Hustle Gaming. Gungshi, you have a great sleep. I guess you're going to sleep soon over in Taiwan soon, aren't you, boss? Or you're not on another one of your 3-day no sleep things, are you? Because every time I do a stream, you seem like you're online at the moment, Gungshi, mate. Oh, you need to get some sleep. Aaron says, hit the like on your way out. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, FJT, Henrik Kelman, Bell691, Eddie's Football Waffle, Nafal and Nazi. Do FIFA at 9, even if it's for 3 hours, says Chrissy J. I won't be able to do it for 3 hours, though. The maximum I'd be able to do it is like until about 10:30 p.m. Maybe 10:45, 11 at a push. I can't stream after that, though, because it's just too antisocial, mate. I can't really do that. But I can stream a bit earlier from like 8 till 10:45, maybe, Chrissy. Nice. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Buzzy Bebop Man. Butters, Must Play, Jonathan Gallagher, Gungshi, FJT. Nathan Anazi, Must Play, Social 99, Sonic Asylum, Johnny Gals, Madhouse, John Boy, Eddie, Daft Scottish Devil, thanks again, boss. Thank you, boss. Gungshi, you legend, can't sleep at nights, lady. That is gash-tastic, Gungshi. Are you sleeping in the day at least? Nathan Anazi. Oh, you reckon Haaland shit? I mean, he's pretty class. He didn't get any service today, but he was shite today. GSG Mark, thank you. Bell691, you Don. Make sure you turn your camera off. We don't want to see you having a shuffle, says Bell691. Eamon Barrett, cheers, boss, and Stefan Antonion. Chrissy J says, you're in Spain, they're always up late. Fair enough, I mean, I guess. But, I mean, I'm in a hotel, though, so not everyone here is Spanish. But, no, fair point. We'll see, we'll see. Duncan Bolifo, JW, Andy Young, Big Bear. Thank you, Big Bear. And Kinda Cool, and Yasser Wahid, and Fire Up, and Gungshi. Holy shit, Gungshi. Get some sleep, my son. You know what you need, bud? You need some marijuana. That's what you need, Don Gungshi, mate. That'd sort you out. Bit of pain relief and help you sleep. I bet you that'd be good. I know that you're in Taiwan, though, and you can't get it, but still. That would sort you out, son. Anyway. Bell says, don't mind them pig lazy bastards go for a midday nap. Siesta. Let's go. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch at Flying Pig United. Check out the website, flyingpigunited.com. And just have yourselves a great night. I really appreciate you watching this City versus Spuds watch along. City in the mud. Baldy Pep in the mud. You love to see it. Liverpool in the mud. Arsenal dropping points. A great weekend for Manchester United. 3 points gain on all those teams. Let's go. Come on. Thank you, Robbie, Kinda Cool, Jonathan, Gungshi, all the mods, all the members, and everybody who's chatted tonight. Thank you for getting in, and everybody's watched as well. Thanks for getting in here, guys. That's the end of the stream. Take care, everybody. Remember, Piggy loves you. Also remember, thank you, DWP Music, Lucy McNicholas, Yassa, Jonathan, FGT, everyone. Goodbye, guys. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. Pooh! You shit Arsenal! You shit Liverpool! You shit City! Let's go! Come on, United! See you soon. Catch you soon, Keshav Chundang Singh. Let's go. Bye, Bacon Brigade legends.